Oh god, double audio. Oh, my ears, my poor ears, please. Okay, I'm good. Okay, can you hear the audio?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I was checking.
Thumbs up. Let's check. Can chat hear the audio? I think so. Right? I think you guys can hear it, right? Yeah! Yay! Woohoo! I did it! Yeah! Anyway, hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back. Today, we're back with some more Ace Attorney. We're playing episode 4. It's the last episode. If you weren't here for last week's stream, shame on you. I'm kidding. It's okay. So basically, I'll give you the best rundown that I can while Mika watches. I'm not gonna report. Mika's a little sick, by the way. She came down with COVID, but she's okay. She's been getting better throughout the week. So yay! Happy for Mika. We love it. You good?
I'm okay.
That didn't sound very convincing.
I'm okay.
Not funny. Anyway, last stream we started episode 4. Essentially, a artist by the name of I don't care. Don't worry, it's fine. He's dead. Perished at night during a news interview with an interviewer. Obviously, the only person on the scene aside from the interviewer and the victim was the victim's daughter. Now, this artist was very secluded, did not access the outside world in the slightest outside of his mailbox. He's an introvert, as the kids would say. And his daughter is our client. In court yesterday, we were able to prove, well, let's not say we proved anything, but we were able to arise a possible secondary theory that instead of being poisoned by our defendant, the client's daughter, was instead poisoned by a letter stamp. I know it's very weird. Basically, this artist was a counterfeit artist. He would steal paintings and paint them to sell again for less money, but he's still getting a lot of money. But plot twist, his daughter is the actual counterfeiter, and he is just a figurehead, so to speak. I hope this explanation is making sense. If it's not, hey, go watch the last stream.
I love girls. Sorry, I've been tuned out this whole time.
No, it's okay. I've just been yapping. The very interesting fact that I do want to recall upon is that the sketches that were present under the counterfeits were sketches of previous cases that our boy Apollo has worked on, which is very creepy. Ag. Anyway, we're going to be continuing in court. We just ended off on us making the revelation that daughter is counterfeiter, and there's another thing that I forgot. We're probably going to get reminded of it once the court starts. Miss Mikachu, are you ready? Oh yeah, Emma gave us the Christoph What's his last name? Gavin. Yeah, the Christoph Gavin jump scare. Very freaky. Anyway, before we get started, I also want to say hello Antifa, hello Hunter, hello Leah, hello Silver, hello LPS Ivy, hello Casper. I hope you guys are doing great. Welcome. I'm going to ignore everything that everyone is saying in the chat. I'm just going to close my eyes. Mika, are you ready to start?
I just want to say I love Littlest Pet Shops. Oh my god. And yes, I'm ready.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah.
All right. Episode 4, Turnabout Succession. The trial resumes.
Please don't be Trucy at the start. Please, I'm sick. Trucy. Please.
October 8th, 1:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 6. Have you played the new Mario Party yet? No, I am not a Mario Party person, but I'm happy a lot of people are excited for it.
Okay. So, where exactly does this leave us, Apollo?
You tell me, I don't remember. Well, oh, I need to take out one headphone. My God, I need to be able to hear myself. Well, the Drew Misham who was killed wasn't Drew Misham the Forger, basically.
Huh? Well, then who was he?
Well, he was actually... He was so pretty.
She's me. She's so
Oh yeah, I
me.
forget. It's
She's
like
literally me.
doing her nails. So, you really made those forgeries?
Yes. For father. I know. It was wrong. Could you tell us about how it happened? By making them, Trucy. My father was a painter. I loved painting ever since I was a child. One day, father saw it in me. He saw that I had the talent. The talent for making forgeries?
This track is a jam.
Now this is jazz.
Yeah, this is jazz.
How should I say it? It was not only paintings I made. Given the materials, I could make anything.
Oh my God, she's Bob the Builder! Anything?
Father was so proud, and I so happy.
See? Happy!
that's so happy.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of.
But in the end, I was making those.
Is this like a sad face?
Yes,
Or
it's
like a
like a
tear?
guy. It's a guy who's just like, mm.
It's like the biggest cartoonish tear.
It's the biggest like, ooh.
Forgeries.
Forgery. Blah, 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 blah.
It's okay.
The screen is frozen. I've never had a good constitution, nor personality.
Constitution. America!
I know very little of the world outside my door. Now, because of me, Father is... Do you know about this red envelope? I remember that envelope. It was some time ago.
So, you were already, you were already creating your works back then.
I started when I was only 12 years old.
So the one who figured out the stamp was poisoned, that was... Mr. Justice, it's time. To the courtroom, please. Right. Out of time.
Wait, Vera, just one more thing, please. Those 3 paintings in the studio. I painted those as part of my work. Right, see, we checked them out and we saw what was underneath. We saw rough sketches underneath the 3 finished paintings. I see. Mr. Justice.
Yes?
Father, he knew of you.
It's a fake?
Of both of you.
Your late father?
He was watching, gathering information. All about the Wright and Co. law offices. But lately, we're not just doing law. We're not doing just law. Yes, you do tricks, gags to amuse, and play piano. Well, they're not really gags. Yet when Father heard you had resumed the legal business, how pleased he was.
Oh my god, he's a super fan.
Who was Mr. Misham?
How am I supposed to know?
What if he was Daddy's daddy?
Judging from the relative ages involved, I'd say it's highly unlikely. Things are already confusing enough with all these daddies running around.
Who is he referring to?
So many daddies!
He puts his hand up. We got
One daddy,
Phoenix.
two
We
daddy.
got Mr. Misham. We got Xavier. The guy from the Kitaki family.
True.
So many guys.
So many fathers.
That's 3.
Can I get some of those fathers, please? I'm kidding.
Nuh-uh.
We know that the victim's daughter, Vera, was the forger. What does this mean for the case? Guess we're about to find out. Do not call me Daddy G. October 8th, 1:36 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 3.
I don't know if chat cares, but I'm eating. It's spicy. I'm eating raw ramen and just sprinkled this powder.
God, are you smoking it? Are you like snorting the powder? What are you doing?
No, I'm just eating.
All right. Well, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Court is now back in session. Oh my god, the biting the finger? Vera seems pretty tense. She's practically chewing her fingernails clean off.
She's like me, she's so attractive.
That's not a good thing. My god. Perhaps you could begin by telling us how it all worked. How did you set up this Drew Misham forger persona? Not doing it. I love this sprite. It's got like a little gleam in her eyes. There's that stare again. She's drilling more holes into his head.
I know it's hard for you, but hey, he's a handsome guy.
What's hard? Stop. Stop it. Stop. I'm cleaning my glasses. When I'm done, you better behave yourself.
I just think it's funny that she's like, I know it's difficult, you know, to be facing such a handsome man. And Apollo's like, what's so hard about that? And he's like, okay, so you agree. You agree.
My god, why are they still so smudged? Stop! I can't believe I have to pay to see. This game is pay to win. Hi, Drippy! Anyway, very well, miss, if you would. Did you really make those detestable forgeries? Oh my god. Perhaps you'd rather answer my question. Were you the one who painted that painting? The remarkably similar one?
Yes. I painted it, yes. Father praised me quite highly for it.
So, she was the one who made the forgeries. Yet she did not wish to reveal the truth of her operation. So the victim was a stand-in a decoy. Sorry, my brain didn't read the comma. Oh my god. So the victim was a stand-in, a decoy. The world at large, he was the forger, not her.
I've done a bad thing. I have, haven't I?
Sorry. Regardless, we need a little more information.
My mouth is on fire.
About, for instance, this. Yeah, you have seen this before, Ja?
Yes. It was in the desk drawer.
Very well, you may proceed with your testimony. Tell us everything you know about this envelope.
My mouth is on fire.
Girl, then stop eating it!
But it's so yummy. Fine, I'll put it aside.
You got a testimony to read.
I created things and Father sold them. This envelope came after my first work. That was other than a painting. Father handled the deal, all of it.
Oh wow, that's pretty.
I received the stamp that was in that envelope.
This is quite detailed.
It was after that job that we moved to the current studio.
There certainly was much of great interest in your testimony.
Not that the witness realizes it.
Very well, please begin the cross-examination.
Right, okay. Need more information about this forger. This Drew Misham. 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 You have no right to cry, you did this to yourself. So, these things you were making, you mean paintings identical to other paintings, right?
The closer they were, the happier Father was. I was happy too.
Still, you're quite young now. When did you begin this work?
My first painting sold when I was 12.
She was 5 from 12. Your Honor, she had no idea what she was doing. She was doing was illegal.
Easy there, little attorney. You're not here to defend her for the crime of forgery. True. Please, tell us more about this envelope. This envelope that may very well have killed your father.
Alright.
Envelope came after my first work. By other than a painting, you mean you'd only done paintings up until that point?
Yes. But Father had a realization.
Oh, so you're a little quiet, sorry.
Oh, my bad.
It's okay.
He noticed my talent extended to making things other than paintings.
There you go. For instance?
For instance, a letter someone had written. Or a fingerprint left upon a cup. Or a signature on a document. A seal upon a letter.
None of this makes her sound very innocent at all.
And the $100,000 promised in this letter was the start. The beginning of a new industry for Drew Misham. A new industry! The creation of items to be used in criminal proceedings. Forging evidence, in other words.
Uh-oh.
Father handled the deal. All of it.
So, you didn't know how the things you were making were being used?
I enjoy painting very much.
Oh my god, la 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 la! Drawing a card! La la la!
Let me draw the
Forging
evidence.
documents! La la!
Anyway, I think I understand. The Fräulein has lived in unusual little world.
Oh my god. I don't know why I can't talk today. Can you tell us what happened to the papers that were in this envelope?
Father signed them and sent them back, I believe.
Did he follow the instructions? Send in the enclosed envelope with the enclosed stamp?
This is a rather important matter. Give your answer some thought.
I received the stamp that was in that
I don't
letter.
need to read it again, it's okay.
I know, but you read it sometimes.
What do you mean you received it?
Did I do something wrong?
Oh. You didn't use that stamp because it was dangerous, correct? Deadly poison on the back. Atroquinine. Atroquinine. I can't.
Atroquinine.
Atroquinine. Ah,
I'm
yeah.
kidding. I'm kidding. I don't know.
you must-
Now I'm gonna double check now.
No, I might be atroquinine. I don't know.
A moment here, forehead. You can't force an answer upon the witness. Now then, perhaps you would tell me,
Atropine.
Fräulein Vera, why did you receive this stamp? Is something wrong?
It was beautiful.
Oh, you mean it was one of those commemorative stamps?
Yes, I think it was.
So you didn't know about the poison? Guess not.
That's so cute.
So the trap failed by chance, by mistake, thanks to this commemorative stamp. Quite the close call.
After that job, that we moved to the current studio.
The one time I don't read it, you read it out loud.
I'm just saying. I'm just not. I'm gonna have to. I'm not gonna like force you to read everything. Anyway.
No, it's okay.
You mean you moved to where the current Drew studio is?
Yes. We saw very few people there. Oh, hold on.
It's okay. Antifa, wait, you're British? You think Drippy CM can be this funny and be American? No! Drippy's got fish and chips coursing through his, I don't know,
I
his
love
veins.
fish and chips, bro.
His air-conditioned veins.
I love. A lot of British people have like the prettiest accents. They're so pretty. I get so envious. Oh my god. I know people make fun of them, but I think it's so pretty.
Fish and they chip. Sorry. I agree.
And I love fish and chips, bro. Oh, it's so good.
I'm just saying, like, unironically, like, British people sound great. And the people who make fun of British accents do it because it's funny to make fun of British people and not because the accents are funny.
I'm sorry, Antifa. No, I'm kidding. But do you guys even have college in the UK? I think it's like the Canadian system where college and university are probably two different things.
University is like above college rather than it being a synonym.
I think.
Well, that's what I'm also guessing it is.
I don't know how to explain it.
That's okay.
'Cause Canada also has an extra step of like CJIP.
Canada.
So college and university are the same thing, but college is more closer to CJIP than it is to university as a word.
But it's closer in that regard.
Yeah.
Anyway, you ready to continue?
Yes. Drippy, this is why I like your voice. Your voice is very nice.
What? I didn't do
Drippy.
anything. Oh, Drippy. Oh, not me.
Yeah, you can stay quiet.
Fine.
Go back to slaving away and trying to understand how to say Fräulein.
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 Anyway, can you continue,
I
please?
began drawing picture books.
The single job had tied them to the criminal underworld.
Actually, I'm gonna double check.
I think Mr. Misham wished to reduce their visibility in the world at large.
No, you're right about the Fräulein.
Fräulein. Fräulein. There we go.
I know you were right.
No, I was double checking because I wasn't sure.
No, you were right. I remember going over this with you.
Well, I. Sorry, I'm sick. When we had to meet someone for some reason. Father posed as the creator of the work.
So that was the real essence of the artist, Drew Misham. You did the work, and he supplied the face.
So, you really didn't know anything, did you? You had no idea how much danger you were in.
Thank God I don't have to present anything. I was so confused.
Apparently not.
About this commemorative stamp. Could you tell us more about it?
It was very pretty, and more than
I
that.
thought you were just going to say it was very pretty.
It was really pretty.
Yes?
It was a picture of people I liked at the time.
Oh my god, Quash! This is something new. I think he noticed too. Can help but strum his air guitar. Apparently, we've got some cross-examination yet ahead of us. If you will be so kind as to continue your testimony, Fräulein.
Fräulein!
Okay, there is more. Sad emoji. See, it was a picture of my favorite magicians, so I kept it.
Why would... I didn't read that.
Oh, sorry, it's because it's in green.
I'm so sad.
It's because it's in
Anyways.
green!
Anyways, I'm ready to accept that this is gonna be the yellow guy Valant. The other guy,
Yeah, I know what you're thinking.
Zach, and then
Zach,
La Miroir!
Valant, and La Miroir.
Hey, she looks like her, and,
And the
that makes
mentor,
sense.
the
And
guy with the clover.
And
the
I said, oh, yeah, that's Zach.
No, it's not.
That's Zach Gramarye, yes.
No, there's three of them. There's the original guy, and then the two guys, who is Zach and.
But the guy
Valant.
who died, like, carried out his legacy through, like, Zach and the
Yeah.
yellow one.
Yeah.
Yes. But
Yeah.
he was the grandfather. He's dead. He's irrelevant.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Anyway.
pretty sure it has to be the woman. that
It
we
might be.
saw.
It might be the woman then. Anyway.
Please, I'm telling you, that has to be La Miroir. I jokingly said that was Trucy's mom because they have the same shade of hair color. Please.
Magicians.
I love mysterious things. I always have. Even though she fainted when she saw Mr. Hat.
You're confusing mysterious with freaky.
Father took me when I was very young. It was a great magic. I loved it so much.
Again, you're going a little too quiet.
Sorry, I'm trying to eat my chicken nuggets! See? Isn't magic great?
Fine, great, yeah, sure. No need to get all excited.
Apollo, you buzzkill. But the magic troupe we saw disbanded soon after. I was quite sad.
Oh. Did she just say what I think she said? Magic troupe? Where have I heard that before? The red envelope came after she'd completed her first job. That makes it a letter from her client. Whoever wanted a forgery made.
Apollo!
We're close. We just have to piece together the parts. A deadly weapon in a red envelope. And the path it took to take Drew Misham's life. I'm supposed to know something? Oh, I'm not ready to use my brain. Chill. Chill, chat, chill. Sam was a picture of my favorite magician, so I kept it.
It's probably something related to the magic show ticket.
I was thinking it would be this. Like the forged signature? That could be it.
Mm.
What else could this possibly involve? Let me understand. God. Oh God. I'm scared. I'm gonna read this again. Is it B? Yeah, it's B. Confusing it with different game. The magic troupe we saw disbanded soon after. It was quite sad. The red envelope came after she completed her first job. That makes it a letter from her client. Whoever wanted a forgery made.
Apollo.
Deadly
I think you
weapon.
have to present. I just think the magic show ticket would make sense because
Why doesn't-
because it would like should be reminded like, oh yeah, that one. That's the magic guy that I was talking about. I don't know.
All
It
right.
makes sense to me.
You wanna? I mean, I'm down. Those magicians you liked. Was it this bunch? Give me the music. Come on.
Hold they're not a bunch.
I see. Still, I have to wonder. Why include a commemorative stamp like that in a business letter?
Good question.
Well, pretty stamps are always better. You can't beat the troupe grammary.
But the whole murder plan was a failure because of it. Ironic, don't you think? Prosecutor Gavin? Prosecutor Gavin!
Grammary. What's with Gavin? Might I ask just one question of this witness? In your testimony just now, you stated this was your first work that was other than a painting. Please tell me, what exactly did you make?
Can I ask why?
No! Answer the question, now! Aw, poor thing.
Prosecutor Gavin? You're unusually not the one whose volume concerns me.
Yeah, Mr. Cords of Steel over here. Yes, it's unbecoming of me, I apologize. But I must know. Please, Miss Misham, tell me.
It was book. A single page in a book.
A book? Please be more specific.
It was a handwritten book. Like a diary.
No! I don't know!
Watching the holy cook come from my fucking chat. From the Ace Attorney conspiracy theory chat. What's wrong with Prosecutor Gavin? He looks like he just saw a ghost.
Hello, Moki. Miss Misham, this book. Oh, I got a new Sprite. Was there a picture of a silk hat on the back cover? Yes or no?
How did you know?
Prosecutor Gavin, the defendant is answering all of your questions. Stop badgering her. Oh my god, this is the first time I've ever seen a defense get to do that. He's told you nothing, has he? Your soiled, sullied mentor, nothing? Sullied? Who? Phoenix Wright, who else?
It looks so stupid like that. Daddy?
He never told you about the trial 7 years ago, but how he came to lose his attorney's badge. Oh no. It was a certain piece of evidence that decided his fate, you know. A certain diary. On the back, it bore the mark of a silk hat. What? Phoenix Wright, tossed out of the profession by false evidence. And the forger who made that evidence. Is this girl standing right in front of me? Vera, you must tell us. The evidence you made was used in a trial 7 years ago. Who asked Drew Misham, you, to forge that evidence? For all of our sakes, who was it? Wait, he didn't lose his badge because he dropped it under the couch?
We only met once.
You met the client? Well, who was it?
It was. What's going on with Vera? She's staring at Prosecutor Gavin's face again. I was right! Yippee! Yippee! Yippee!
Ah, okay, I know.
Yippee!
Yes, what? Is there something about me?
I remember clearly. I remember who gave me the book, the diary.
Who was it? Vera!
The
Vera Misham. Condition: unconscious. Examiner's diagnosis: acute atriquinine poisoning. This ends the recording of the trial for the murder of Drew Misham. Vera Misham was, during the trial, poisoned by an unknown assailant. The dosage was just under the lethal amount, sparing the defendant's life. She is currently in intensive care. Is not to be disturbed for any reason. A very simple case at first glance, until it finally began to show its true colors. A long road to the truth takes us to the record of another trial.
My boy!
In some ways, that was the starting point of it all.
Oh, he's hot!
That is where we must go
Whoa!
to find the whole truth.
She looks
To
like
be continued.
Wait. She's not dead. Which is good. But holy cook, guys, I'm so happy with myself. I told you my Ace Attorney conspiracy theory channel was gonna come in clutch.
To be fair, I don't think what is it called? We've been confirmed what you're thinking, but I understand where you're thinking.
Where?
I know what your theory was. We don't have it confirmed yet, but it is alluded to, and I understand why you're celebrating.
Also, I found out what the difference is between the first trilogy and this trilogy's sprites for Phoenix. It's nothing about the pose, it's just the way it's colored.
No, yeah, obviously.
Yeah, well, you know, I didn't figure that out
It's okay.
up until now.
All right, episode 4, Turnabout Succession, trial 7 years ago. You ready to start? How's a little Skelly?
I can't wait to fuck it up.
Are you ready to start though?
Mm-hmm. I can't believe Apollo was in the position that Mia was.
Oh yeah, you're right. Back with Mr. Ball Chewer. I'm sorry. Wait.
What?
I'm talking about the death row guy with the anchor ball that he held in his hand. And he just went
Terry Falls.
Yeah, Terry Falls. Sorry, I didn't mean to call him Ball Chewer. It's the only thing I remembered about him.
I remember his name because I'm obsessed with that case.
The case is so good. Except for the fact that it confused the shit out of me.
Oh, I had a ball, if you know what I mean. Now I'm gonna jump off a bridge, if you know what I mean.
That first half of the case broke my brain. You carried the crap out of me when we played
I
it.
can't wait to. I mean, if my jokes are this bad, I guess we gotta burn the bridge. I'm hilarious.
Anyway, you ready to start?
Yeah.
Okay. Showdown time. I didn't know they were gonna use this theme again. I lost. It's only a game of poker. Game I've played for a long time. Only lost twice. Who was the first? The man I killed, of course. Well, seems I found the partner I've been looking for all along. Over a game of cards. Why, yes, over a game of cards.
Hi, Trucy Dad.
That was how we first met. 7 years ago. 7 years earlier, Phoenix Wright, final trial.
Bro got slashed a service.
April 19th, 9:27 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2.
Is Maya gonna be here?
Okay, it's been a long time since I felt like such a rookie.
Oh my god, the music!
Gotta try and relax. Good morning, Mr. Enigmar?
Enigma. Yes, it's like Enigma.
Good morning, Mr. Enigmar. I need to think of a good voice for him. Okay. And he's got like the shithead face.
Markiplier.
Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier. I'm sorry to have sprung this on you so suddenly.
Sorry. I received the files from your previous attorney only yesterday. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure I'm prepared. Still have you, Ultra Stream.
I understand I'm asking the impossible of you.
Yes, well, you haven't really told me what happened yet. All we did was play cards.
And that was enough.
Actually, it wasn't. Trust me. Oh my god.
I'm sorry, this is gonna be the cutest thing ever, and I'm gonna be freaking out for half of it. Oh, morning, Daddy!
I'm so glad you came.
You okay, Daddy? They pecking on you?
I'm fine, as always. This old boy is here to help me out, after all.
That's young man to you. Good morning. That's a cute outfit you have on.
Thanks! We wear shirts today, after all.
Oh, I'm sure it is. What the heck is she talking about? Who is this?
Oh, old boy.
Huh? Me? Oh, it's Trucy. I'm stupid. Because we don't know her name yet, technically. Huh? Me? Look what he started.
Here.
It seems fate. Oh my god. I'll read this after, I guess. What's this?
I don't know. I just got it over there in the hall. They told me to give it to old boy in blue suit with spiky hair. They said it was really important.
What's this? A memo for you or some such?
Not from the looks of it. What is this? Looks like a page from someone's diary. I'll give it a read later.
No, don't do it, Phoenix!
Notebook page. Mysterious paper received just before the trial. Added to the court record.
Well, how do you feel about the trial today?
We'll get through it. Somehow. Incidentally, the prosecutor today is a new guy, I hear.
An easy win then, I guess.
They're calling him a true thoroughbred in the history of the prosecutor's office. Of course, there's one of those every year.
Switching of attorneys just before the trial. I know it is a difficult situation I put you in, but allow me to say one thing, Mr. Wright.
Yes?
They will not be able to pronounce me guilty today. So, do your best, but do not worry.
First time a defendant's ever given me a pep speech. I'll do what I can.
I see you do not understand. You see, it will be impossible for them to declare a verdict.
Impossible?
Yes. Isn't that right, Trucy?
Yeah, you bet, Daddy.
I First look at the case was only yesterday, and the information I was given was a tad bit lacking, to be honest. Still, I'll do what I can, for their sake. I believe the curtains will be lifting any time now. I'm in your capable hands, Mr. Wright. You okay?
Did they do a disappearing act with like... wait, his name! His name!
Shady Enigma?
Yeah.
I know.
The next... It's impossible because they did a disappearing act with the diary page.
My client is Shady Enigma, known to the world as Zach Gramarye. A wildly popular magician, star of the troupe Gramarye. His mentor, Magnifique Gramarye, was a rare breed of magician. He single-handedly ushered in a golden age of stage magic.
My chicken nugget!
Until he was shot dead by a chicken nugget.
Ah!
And Zach Gramarye is the suspect. April 19th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 7.
Court is now in session for the trial of Shady Enigma.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Is the prosecution ready?
I was just thinking, is this what all this fuss is about?
Why'd you just, like, kill up his voice?
Because it's 7 years ago. I wanted to make it a little younger.
Aw.
Come on.
Not too young. He's so pretty. Like,
Bit of a
he already hit
buzzkill,
his-
really.
Buzzkill? Is this some new kind of crime?
One of the worst. This is a trial, ja? Where are the sweaty palms? The pounding hearts? The Gaviner's concert's got 10 times the thrill this gig's got.
Where are you again?
Clavier Gavin. I came to get the party started. Legally, ja?
Gavin? Defense attorney Christoph Gavins.
Ah, figure my bro's more famous in this part of town. Clavier Gavin, lead singer for the mega hit band The Gaviners. You're out of your league, rock boy.
Everyone look away and get secondhand embarrassment.
This face.
That's the second time this happens to Phoenix.
I know what you're thinking. You're out of your league, rock boy. True, my debut single 13 Years Hard Time for Love went platinum overnight. But that's just a hobby to me compared to this, ja? Talkative, aren't you? I like your affected Euro rock accent, by the way. I don't talk about it. Oh my god. The hair attorney Wright. I'm just getting warmed up, hair attorney Wright.
Perhaps you would be so kind as to fill us in on this case.
Hawk tongue, baby. Time to call in the opening act. What was his name again? Ah, yes. Detective Gumshoe. Hit it. Sorry.
Not this motherfucker again.
And you are?
Hey, you were the one who called me up here, sir.
God, HD Gumshoe looks weird.
It's Apollo Justice shading Gumshoe. We've seen him in HD
weird.
before.
Weird Apollo Justice HD Gumshoe. You look weird.
True.
Name's
like
Dick
a
Gumshoe. I'm a homicide detective down at the precinct.
Detective Gumshoe. Long time no see.
Hey, you!
Huh? Me?
Today's the day, pal. Today, I win and you lose. I got confidence in my testimony today. See?
What? You normally lack confidence in your testimony?
He looks so pretty when he's late.
Here, detective. This is my stage. Can the antics.
Huh?
All this hey youing and such. And I could care less about your history together.
Ugh. Very well, Detective Gumshoe. If you would, please tell us about the case at hand.
this theme. It happened 6 days back in a room at the general hospital. Oh my god. Oh, wow. The facts are as simple as they come. Here's the crime scene. The victim was a patient, asleep in a hospital bed. The killer comes in, puts a pistol to his forehead, and bam, lights out. Them's the facts. Are you serious, dude?
Not so long ago, the victim Magnifique Gregory was a famous man. He had the entire country under his magical spell, as it were.
Ah, yes, the great magician. He retired years ago, though. Say, the name Magnifique to one of my generation, and you'd be lucky to get a blank stare.
Yes, though I'm sure the youngsters today know his disciples even better. I dare say Troop Gregory has made quite a name for themselves.
Anyhow, the retired Magnifique's been in the hospital for the last year. Also, I just realized you're not gonna get a lot of speaking today. I'm very sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
That's good, because you're sick.
Nugget.
Enjoy your chicken nugget. What was it? Mall ignorant tutor or something? Doing something to his liver, I think. Yeah.
Oh my god, my brain broke.
I know. I was too stuck on what Gumshoe said because it was so stupid. A mall ignorant tutor.
Say, a malignant tumor, perhaps.
In other words, he had liver cancer.
No.
He only had 3 months left to live, in fact. Magnifique's chart. Diagnosed with a malignant tumor. Given 3 months. Add to the court record. Azlaze, welcome to stream. It's almost 22 p.m. 22 p.m.? You mean 2,200 hours? Yeah, it's late over in Britishville.
2,200 hours?
Oh, yeah. Or 22 o'clock. You can take 22 o'clock. 2,200 hours would be like more military speech.
22 p.m. is just not a thing.
22
Already
p.m.
p.m. if you say that it's here, it's 22.
22 p.m.
But fair, I do that mistake too.
Alright, let's continue.
The facts do seem simple enough. But something's not right.
The victim was already climbing a 3-month stairway to heaven. Why not wait for him to knock, knock, knock on heaven's door? Why shoot him? I wouldn't have put it quite so lyrically, but it's true. Why make the effort to commit a murder when the victim was about to die? Incidentally, the victim had a serious case of diabetes. I don't know why Gumshoe saying diabetes makes me laugh so much.
First the hemorrhoids, now the diabetes.
Diabetes? In fact, he was about to shoot up with insulin. And he was shot with a pistol. The syringe was found at the crime scene. Chronic diabetes and cancer. Much as it pains me to say it, the victim was clearly at the end of his life. Small syringe, used for administering insulin shots, has been washed and shows no signs of use. Added to the court record.
I believe the question before us is clear then. Why did the killer have to shoot this dying man? What reason could he have had?
Very well, detective. Perhaps you can enlighten us as to the circumstances of the shooting. Yes, sir.
You make him sound so cute.
Well, yeah, because he's 7 years younger. Witness testimony, the circumstances.
Do you think he cringes at himself? Like, do you think someone would cringe at him being young, but when he sees himself when he's young, he's
17! Sorry, continue.
I know he's 17. We were told that his debut was at 17.
Oh, I didn't know that. Stupid.
Because, like, I think it was something like, I don't know who it was. I think it was Christoph or something that was like, he's embarrassed that he lost to a 17-year-old.
Oh, yeah. That was probably, I think that was in the first case, yeah.
That might have been. I was gonna say, I feel like Clavier would be the kind of person who, like, everyone cringes when they see him when he's young, but when he sees himself, he's like, ah, look at that dude.
I look swag as shit at 17.
I look good, I look good, I look good.
He's like, shee. Look,
Stop mewing!
Anyway. Each attorney's badge has a number engraved on the back. No two numbers are the same. Also, it's getting warm as hell in here. So if you drop it, he will know it was you. Better make sure I don't lose mine. I was trying to investigate all the evidence before he
Phoenix,
started.
how do I tell you this, Spooky?
Bullet in your brain! Sorry.
Spooky.
I just think the dialogue is better. I better make sure I don't lose mine. Looks away.
Eye roll.
What's the description?
Better make sure I
for?
don't lose mine. What's up? What'd you
What's
say?
the description for it?
Description for what?
The attorney's badge.
Oh, a very important badge proving my identity.
Oh, that's really sad to think about. He lost his
Yeah.
identity, his sense of self.
So to speak,
was
yeah. Cause of death, loss of blood from a bullet wound. No malignant tumor found in the victim's liver. Notebook page. Let's look at it. It seems fate's clock will make me wait a little longer. At least, only less than 10 swift minutes remained. To all those who have supported me in my life's work, I give thanks. Farewell. Magnifique chart. Malignant tumor in liver has reached the final stage with no hope of recovery. Patient has 3 months to live. Patient has chronic diabetes, requires regular insulin. Poor guy. Oh my
That
God,
looks
man.
yummy.
Stop. I always hated getting shots. I guess Magnifique was giving himself the insulin shots. There's no way I could do that. Ugh. Wait. Magnifique used this to inject his insulin. Why are there no traces of it having been used? Something to keep in mind. Sick. Anyway, let's actually read the testimony. We haven't done that yet. Actually,
Alright, enjoy. I'll be here.
yeah, you can vibe. You can pipe up whenever you want. Anyway, wash off. You poor thing. I'm so sorry. Make sure to drink water. Anyway, actually, the victim kind of ordered the defendant to do him in. A few days before it happened, the victim sent a letter ordering his own murder. The defendant did what was asked of him and shot the old man in the forehead. The bullet was fired from the pistol found at the scene, no doubt about it. And the pistol definitely belonged to the old man, sir.
Whoa, what? You're saying the victim ordered his own shooting?
Those are the facts. I have here the letter in question.
Wait? I like how Clavier sounds like walkie-talkie because he's
Oh.
younger.
A little bit, honest. I'm not doing that intentionally. I'm trying to
I'm
still
just
trying to keep
like
some
it,
of his
though.
suaveness.
They're both in the same.
Yeah,
I
he's.
think.
I want to think he's more snarky when he's younger, and more like obsessed with himself.
Can I read all of the extra text, please?
Sure, go for it.
Magnifique's letter asking Zack to shoot him. Added to the court record.
Sorry, I had to demonstrate.
Very unusual indeed. Although, could such a thing as a letter really cause one to pull a trigger, I wonder?
I believe the answer to that question can be found at the end of the letter.
Ah, you cannot refuse, and we both know the reason why. Detective Gumshoe, can you explain this to the court?
Unfortunately, even the defendant won't say a peep about that bit, sir. One thing bothers me about this. Why didn't he just say 11? Why have him come at 11:05 without some specific reason? The devil's in the details, Herr Attorney.
Well, was there some reason?
As it turns out, there was. Every night for a half hour starting at 11. The victim, Magnifique Gremory, was given an IV. An IV?
There it is in the picture, off to the side of the bed.
At 11, a doctor would come to set up the IV. 30 minutes later, he would come back for the empty bag. This happened every night without fail. So that was the only time they could meet without the chance of an untimely interruption. During his IV.
Very well, shall we begin? Mr. Wright, your cross-examination if you would.
What's this reason he couldn't refuse, I wonder?
I wish Maya was here.
Could have at least mentioned it to me. Yeah, I miss Maya too. We got scammed out of Maya action. I'm sorry. If you wanna
Probably a
read.
good reason. The circumstances.
All right.
Um,
Real quick.
I want one of them to be like, an IV, I see. And then.
My beloved student Zach, to you I entrust the task of lowering my life's curtain. Come on the 13th, 11:05 p.m. I'll ready a gun with which you will shoot one shot square in the forehead. You cannot refuse, and we both know the reason why.
Is this what's inside the little pink envelope thing?
It could be, but you know we don't know
It's
that.
the right shape, but we
It
don't
is the
know.
right shape.
Yeah, we just give Trucy like the suicide note. Here you go, Trucy.
But I was gonna say something that I forgot. IV does not mean 4. IV, it's some like medical thing. It keeps your body chilling.
No, like Roman numbers.
Yes. No. Moki's saying.
I know.
Are they saying it? I don't know if they're saying it as a joke. That's why I'm clarifying just in case.
I'm pretty sure
I don't know what it stands
maybe.
for, but it's.
anyone. I'm pretty sure it's a joke. It was very clear on the fact that it was something that was in that bag next to the bed.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know.
Let's do.
Oh,
some
I just saw the
precedent.
gun. Holy shit.
Alright. Oh yeah, the gun is pretty, right? Look at this shit. Sheesh.
Holy Santa from
Big
Zero
baller,
Escape.
baby. This does look like Santa's gun.
That's pretty. It's really pretty.
Anyway, just because you got the letter doesn't mean you went through with it. Oh, I disagree. The victim was indeed shot in the forehead after all, just as he commanded. It could be a setup. Let's not be in such a hurry. Maybe we should let the witness talk for a change. Thanks, pal. Fine. I can play it slow as well as I can play it fast. On with the testimony, Detective Gumshoe.
Do you think since he got shot in the forehead, that's why like Clavier makes fun of Apollo?
That seems like a touch of a
It's
stretch,
like-
but it could be true.
Like Phoenix's like apprentice, I guess. He's like her forehead.
That could be the reason.
I like the clown.
That looks like a hole.
It doesn't look like it should make that with a gun, especially if it's like porcelain. If we shoot porcelain, the whole thing explodes.
That doesn't have to. You think that's porcelain?
Yes.
What? It's a
Yeah.
big stuffy. You can literally see the fabric being folded over.
No, but of course the hat's fabric, but not the thing underneath it. Fabric doesn't do that. I don't think that's fabric.
Well, either way, that looks like a bullet
Also,
hole in my opinion.
it's just because clown dolls like those came in porcelain, that's all.
Well, it's
Or
not
come in
universal.
porcelain. It's
Anyway,
not universal, but most
Yeah.
of the time. I had porcelain dolls.
sounds like very dangerous.
It's not. It's just pretty.
And this letter was sent by the victim. There it is. Gotcha. You're all mine this time, pal. Huh? I had the handwriting checked out, of course. It's the victim's, no mistake. Ah, I see. Ha 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 ha! Score one for the boys. I didn't lose. I was just ascertaining the facts. Why am I so annoyed?
Boss, a letter ordering your own death. Things aren't what they used to be, I guess.
I'm not sure this is exactly commonplace even now, Your Honor. So anyway, guess I'll keep going while I'm ahead. Oh my God.
I think it's interesting to see that Phoenix is so like believes in himself so much.
Sure.
Like he's so professional now, only to like lose it all. You were peak when you were stupid. Learn that. That's why
I'm Hedgehog
Clavier's
Phoenix,
always
right?
stupid.
Alright. How can you be so sure? Hey, you gotta learn to stop relying on people to do your thinking for you, pal. Learn to think for yourself. Get that noggin cranking. You fail to grasp the concept of questioning, detective. First, we got this letter. It says, shoot, in the forehead, loud and clear. I can see that, but I still wouldn't do it. Well, maybe you need to grow yourself a backbone, pal. You failed to grasp the concept of shooting people as bad, Detective. We also have the defendant's pistol at the scene.
Traces of gunpowder. Residue shows it had been fired recently. Well, Mr. Wright? As far as I can tell from this, looking at this photo, there seems to be no issue with the prosecution's claim.
Photo. Maybe there's something in there that I can use. But they're saying the defendant shot the victim in the forehead. I think there's a hole in the prosecution's argument. Clearly, Mr. Enigmar. Looking at this photo, another possibility occurs to me.
Yes?
What does the letter tell us? That the defendant had a reason he couldn't refuse his teacher's wishes. Bingo, pal! That's why the defendant popped him one in the forehead. Oh, the defense disagrees. You see, the defendant had another choice he could make. What? And you can prove that with this photo? I can prove he had a choice, yes.
The defendant might have fired, like he was ordered, but he didn't shoot the victim's forehead. Well, let's hear it. Let's hear what you're thinking, Mr. Wright. If you didn't shoot the victim's forehead, what did the defendant shoot?
Him. The toy.
The clown doll.
Take a closer look. See? It's been shot in the forehead too.
Oh, there's a hole in his forehead.
Yes, and a hole in the prosecution's claim. Ha! I suppose you have a reason as to why he'd shoot the clown doll. He didn't just shoot the doll. He shot the doll's forehead. His forehead. Ugh! Let's read the orders once more, shall we? You will shoot one shot square in the forehead, which is exactly what he did. He shot the clown doll square in the forehead.
The defense has raised an intriguing possibility. That hole in the clown's forehead, it definitely looks like he was shot. Bailiff, send someone to investigate this matter.
I admit, I'm impressed, but I expected nothing less. Still, this doesn't mean that he didn't shoot the victim. Perhaps he did have to shoot a forehead.
Oh my god, my brain.
Perhaps he did have to shoot a forehead as ordered. But the letter says nothing about whose forehead. This is the only way he had to follow his orders without taking a life.
The bullet hole in the clown doll's forehead does demand an explanation. It might very well be a clue, yet Prosecutor Gavin's right. It alone does not prove the defendant's innocence. You cannot say for sure the defendant didn't shoot the victim.
So sorry, Mr. Wright. How sad it is to see the mighty fall. How sad it is to see the novice overconfidence. He doesn't realize just how big this little hole is gonna get.
Detective Gumshoe, please take this newfound fact into account as you continue your testimony.
Hold on from the bullet. From bullet wound. Anyway, sorry. That caught my eye.
I'm trying really hard to understand what's going on.
It's okay. I mean, there's not much to understand right now. Okay. I'm impressed these three, so I'll do all three of them. You mean this pistol, the one in the crime scene photo? That's the one!
Does
It's a funny looking gun, so there's no mistaking it. Huh?
Does he sound different?
Phoenix, yes.
Huh.
I don't know why they. Why did they not use his old ejecting clips?
He sounds less like enthusiastic about everything.
I know, right?
But I like it.
We compared the bullet taken from the victim's skull with a bullet fired from this gun. The rifling marks on the bullets were a perfect match. So, you verified the murder weapon, in other words.
You bet we did.
That's all I know, the old man. Why are you so certain?
What pile of sand has your head been stuck in all this time, pal? You never heard of Zack and Valant's quick draw shoot 'em?
Huh? What's that?
One of the defendant's specialties. Zack and Valant stand on either side of a girl. Then they shoot. Well, the bullets don't hit her. Instead, they hit everything else on the stage. This is one of the pistols they use in their show.
I'm
Great
telling
design,
you.
huh? The kids love
That-
it.
That has to be la mejor.
I know. Many boys and girls join the police because of that pistol, I hear. You know, that would explain a lot about the police force.
True Grammar, he stopped doing that act a while ago. The old man held on to that pistol ever since.
The court would like to see the pistol in question.
You got it, sir. Here she is.
Well, this truly is a blast from the past.
It's a strange pistol for magic shows, see? But it can fire real bullets.
Let me demonstrate.
It looks so much bigger in real life than on TV.
Yeah, but it can only hold one round.
It's okay, Gumshoe. You can admit you're stupid.
By the way, the pistol's firing chamber's empty. And it shows traces of having been fired recently.
My God. So were any fingerprints found on the gun? Unfortunately, no. Of course, the defendant is known for wearing gloves. You might say that a lack of fingerprints is, in fact, a fingerprint of its own. Oh, that line is so fire. I can't believe they brought it back. Or I guess brought it forward. You remember he's used this line before, right?
Yeah.
Aha! Intriguing point. Well made.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Not well made. Not intriguing.
In any case, the court accepts this evidence.
Stage pistol. Fire. Oh, sorry. You want to read this?
No, it's okay.
Stage pistol. Fires one real bullet. Barrel marks match bullet found in victim. No fingerprints found.
So what shot the clown, guys?
My grandchild will get a kick out of seeing this. But now it's time to return to our testimony.
Please, what is with old men giving little baby children guns? First Gumshoe, now the judge.
I do really appreciate that this cross-examination in particular requires you to both press and then do your presenting, because that's the Mia way.
Not just the meal, it just shows that he's very, like, much more professional and understands what he's doing. Like, he's barely freaking out now and then. He's just, like, very composed, I guess. That's what I'm looking for.
The Phoenix VA was a dodgy guy, I think, so they changed it. Damn, that sucks. You hate to see it.
Well, I do like this sound. This sounds
I do
a lot,
like it, but I like it for older
original-
Phoenix.
The original one sounds, like, nostalgic. But this sounds so yum. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's crisp, and it's also the fact that, like, he just sounds so silly.
But the thing is, they use this for both Phoenix and his future iterations in the next two games, if I'm not mistaken. Which is
But
why
that's okay. He's silly.
I suppose.
He does sound younger, though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Okay, let me zone back in.
Phoenix, right, in Fortnite?
Stop talking. The trickiest case is often seen the simplest. Prosecutor Gavin, you missed the bullet hole in the clown's forehead. If you hadn't missed that, you might have come to a very different conclusion. Understand?
Yeah, but like I just said, pal. After he shot the clown in the forehead, he went and...
Did nothing of the sort to the victim. The pistol proves he could not.
The murder weapon? How?
It's quite simple, Your Honor. This pistol only holds one bullet at a time.
Ah!
If he had shot the clown in the forehead, he couldn't have shot the victim too!
Ah!
That's not a contradiction, not even close. All he had to do was reload the pistol after the first shot. Oh, where did he get the extra bullet? They're not so easy to come by, you know. If you claim the defendant had one ready, then prove to us how he got it.
Ah!
I had a feeling this wasn't over yet. No, this part is just getting started. I haven't proved anything yet, beyond my good looks and startling record sales. An utter lack of humility.
Ah, what's this? It seems that the prosecution has another witness prepared.
Like I said, hair detective, that was just a warm-up act.
Ugh.
Now that the audience has gotten a taste of what's to come, they're ready. Ready for what? For my decisive witness, of course. A witness who, you will find, can prove one thing for us. That it was Zach Gramery who shot the victim in the forehead.
I swear to God, if we find Lemiroir, or if we see Christophe Gavin, or if we see like some bitch, I'm going to end someone.
Very well. We will pause for a 15-minute recess.
This might be my lucky break. Need that 15 minutes to talk to my client, Zach.
Court is adjourned.
And Trissy, you want to talk to
be
Trissy so bad
continued.
already? And Trissy, you want to talk to Trissy so bad.
All right, my God, we're making so much progress today.
We might finish today. Oh my God, I'm
I
kidding.
don't think we're definitely not. We're gonna need at least one more stream. Got back to the farmers market. What did I miss? You missed a lot, Sebastian. But hello, Sebastian. Hello, Juddy. Joseph. How are you doing? Well. There's been a lot happening, but right now we're going over a trial that occurred 7 years ago involving Phoenix Wright, and the reason why he is never returning to the courtroom until the next game.
Until the next game.
But it's okay. Right now, basically, Zach Gramery, aka Trushy's father, aka man Phoenix likes playing poker with, aka now dead magician R.I.P. Rip
Okay,
Bozo,
Trussy's dad.
is our
Winner.
defendant being accused of
Yeah.
killing his grandmaster, Sensei Magnifi Gramery. He's not a sensei, but I thought it was funny. Right now, the prosecution's claiming that we took a silly little golden gun and in the forehead. Right now, we have proved that potentially that may not be the case. We're waiting for our next witness to come on in. I think that's
Please
about
be
all you
a
need to know for
woman,
now.
please.
Woman, please.
I'm
No
tired of
sausage
watching my
party court,
food
please.
videos. Please. Food videos are only good if you have this, like, the sides. I need my sides right now.
All right, you're ready to start?
I am. Please don't be Trucy. It's gonna be Grammary, thankfully.
11:21 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2.
Very impressive, Mr. Wright. I have to say I expected nothing less.
You only just begun. I was hoping you'd tell me a bit more about what happened, actually.
I did not think you would believe me if I told you. Better that you discover the truth for yourself. I was thinking of you, you know.
And I think we need less thinking and more talking. That night in the hospital, what really happened?
Ah, the way your eyes gleam, Mr. Wright. You'll scare Trucy.
Speaking of which, where is she?
You have seen the problem yourself. The letter.
The one shot in the forehead one, right?
Yes, and the reason he speaks of. Could not deny my mentor's wishes, even if it meant my own death.
Why not?
This is something I will not say. For now, at least.
What's this for now business?
I've done many things in my life. Some well, some poorly. But this is a cross we must bear alone to our graves.
We?
You want to know about the night of the incident?
Finally, this guy sure likes taking his time to get to the important stuff.
Of course, I had no intention of shooting my mentor. Stuck into his room that night at that appointed time. Found there upon his bedside table 2 pistols.
Oh no. 2?
Yes, the one I had used on stage. And the one that had been used by my partner, Valant.
Oh, for the Zach and Valant's quick draw thing.
My mentor had the look of one sleeping. Stood by his bedside, hearing only the light sound of his breathing. And I took the pistol into my hand, I cannot deny that my resolve faltered then. For a moment.
You faltered? You mean you thought about shooting him?
Recall there was a reason I could not refuse his request. His last such request, though not his first.
So there were other requests you couldn't refuse before?
To be honest, I've not always been steadfast. And I fear I've brought pain upon Trucy.
Is Magnifi coercing his disciples somehow? Just what was going on in True Grammary? What happened?
What does coercing mean?
It's like, kind of like trying to convince someone,
Convincing?
or like, yeah, essentially convincing. You're like convincing them in a like manipulative, persuasive way.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Anyway,
JPG, you want to give me a role so bad right now.
stop coercing me. Oh my God, Pookie. And that's how you use it in a sentence. Anyway.
Yet, in the end, I did not shoot him. Instead, I turned and shot the clown. I
Smart
took the
ass.
pistol, I'd fired and placed it in my pocket.
In your
Oh,
pocket.
you can kind of see
Oh,
like
yeah, it's literally right here, bro.
I believe you examined the bullet in the clown's head. You'll find it to be different than the one in my mentor. What were those called?
Rifling marks.
Yes, well, that is all I have to tell you concerning the case.
Concerning the case? You mean there's something else you can tell me?
You are a fascinating man, Mr. Wright.
Thanks?
Yes, there is something. My mentor. His eyes opened.
What? Magnifique Grammary.
The old devil. He was not asleep, you see. Of course, the gunshot would have woken him anyway. There we had our last discussion as mentor and pupil. It was not a long discussion, maybe 5-10 minutes or so.
What did you talk about?
Haha, Mr. Wright, did I not just tell you? It does not concern this case.
Zach Grammary. Seems pretty steadfast to me. Or maybe just stubborn. Mr. Wright, your presence requested in the courtroom.
Once again, I'm in your hands.
Right. Let's get back in there.
Where's Trucy?
I'm so sorry. You're getting robbed.
My
robbed today.
only voice.
You got this. You can take this.
April 19th, 11:37 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 7.
Court is now back in session.
During our recess, a bullet was found in and dug out from the clown's head.
Well, this is news, and the rifling marks.
There wasn't time to do a detailed analysis, though they did find the weapon type matches the murder weapon,
Well, that's not very conclusive, is it?
which is why I'm about to call my very decisive witness. Your decisive witness? How many times have I heard those words? Though, they often turn out to be far less decisive than you think. No, don't worry on my account. I'm quite confident this witness will do the job. After all, he is intimately acquainted with the players in our little production,
Please.
being the other half of True Grammary's famous duo, Zach and Valant. Valant Grammary. So we get to meet the great Magnifi's other disciple. I'm so sorry, Pookie. Oh, he's young!
Young! That's so cute!
Let's go.
He looks so kissable.
Hmm?
He looks so kissable.
True, he looks pretty handsome. Anyway. Perhaps we'll start by asking your name and occupation.
Valant Grammary, magician. And you're the decisive witness, are you? You can prove your fellow student your partner's guilt. Fate, the grand illusion, filled with traps and tricks.
But wait, the shooting took place in that hospital after 11 o'clock at night. If you're a witness, does that mean you were there that late?
If one were to deduce this logically, the conclusion is yes.
I love this sound.
I know.
Like, track.
Anyway, sorry. Okay. I always get the characters, don't I? I have an interesting fact for you. You see, several days before the crime, my witness received this.
That looks very familiar.
Wait. That's the same letter Zach Gremory received.
Yes. Or perhaps I should say, Saza.
Oh my god, this sprite is so good. That little like artwork of him in the corner is so good.
Order, order, order. What does it say? Surely not the same thing.
Perhaps you should see for yourself.
Why, it's practically the same. The court accepts this into evidence.
You want to read this?
Magnifi's second letter. Letter telling Valant to come at 11:20 p.m. Added to the court record. Yes,
This is-
15 minutes later.
Yeah, I know.
This is most unusual. Exactly what was going on with you folks? What exactly was your troop Gremory up to?
By which you mean?
I'm just having trouble envisioning a man who would ask his students to kill him. Both of them no less.
It's just my opinion here, Judge. But from these letters, I'd say he was coercing them, not asking them. We walked the magician's path together, and in so doing, shed much of our lives. When people are so close, there's a strain, a warping of relations, you might say. But this has nothing to do with the case at hand. By which you mean you're not going to tell us? Which makes me wonder even more about this reason they couldn't refuse.
Well, let's get on with the testimony for starters. The defendant, Zach Gremory, stands accused. Tell us why.
Oh, I'll do more than that. But where he walks, the red roses rise singing hymns to miracle that is magic. Fascinating. I hardly needed to remind you. But the evidence could just as clearly point to you as a suspect. The letter, the murder weapon, and now the 2 bullets found at the scene.
In fact, the only difference seems to be the designated time.
Sorry, my brain like paused. As every magician knows, timing is everything. Yes. And now it's time to get this party fired up. Witness testimony. The night of the crime. Nikki, you doing okay?
Mm-hmm.
I know, I'm sorry. I'm just saying, boo Ace Attorney. Put women. Give us a girl judge. Come on, man. How to neat.
Once we get to investigation.
Oh, yeah. That night, I visited the hospital room at the time Magnifique requested.
What is he doing?
The smell of gunpowder hung in the room. My mentor had taken his final bow. Did not imagine my fellow student might have received the same instructions. Yet the deal with the deal with the dead is still a deal. That sweet kiss I gave to the clown, that I informed the doctor and the police.
So you were the one who reported the crime.
Indeed, I would think this fact alone would clear my name of suspicion. Let's not jump to any conclusions.
Yes, the cross-examination generally comes before the conclusions in this court. But if your testimony proves to be true, the defendant, Zach Gremory, is guilty.
If it wasn't Zach Gremory, and the killer was you, Valant. No disappearing act will get you out of that. So immediately what sticks out to me is he claims he shot the clown. But there's a problem with that because the weapon used was already fired in that instance. That's my theory. Anyway, cross-examination, denied of the crime. Right. I'll press everything as briefly. Which, according to the letter, was 11:20 p.m. Indeed. In magic, timing is everything. Right. Consider,
The illusion of teleportation. If I were to appear on stage before my stunt double has left, how would that look? Why, it would reveal the very secrets of my magic. Now that you've revealed the very secrets of your magic for all of us, let's move on. Went at the designated time, and what did you see? So I'll go here in the room. Take it from the bell. Okay. So, you weren't worried for your own safety at all. I mean, you smelled gunpowder, yes? What if the shooter was still nearby? I did not consider this, to be honest. It is forbidden for a magician to have a good imagination.
Really? Isn't magic all about illusions and imagination? How about this? You were the shooter, which is why you weren't afraid.
Now you are the one imagining. It is forbidden for a lawyer to have a good imagination. The witnesses were afraid from pausing so suspiciously before responding. My forbidden imagination is starting to imagine things.
I imagine my fellow student might have received the same instructions. Which brings us back to this reason neither of you could refuse.
So it does. And my partner, he did not refuse.
Magnifi wrote the same thing to you. Why could you refuse if Zach couldn't?
Because I have a will of steel, of course. I also do this trick where I bend steel bars. So perhaps steel isn't also strong.
So, which is it?
Mind if I continue?
And a deal with the dead is still a deal. Best we kiss I gave to the clown. There was 2 bullet holes at the scene. One in the victim and one in the clown. You're saying the one who shot the clown was you?
No doubt my partner Zach has said much the same thing.
Yeah, because whoever didn't shoot the clown committed the murder. Better dig around here a bit more and see what I turn up. Mr. Valant, let me ask you about something else concerning the crime scene. Namely, the number of pistols. How many pistols were there when you entered the room?
I wish you mean what, precisely?
2 pistols were used in the Zach and Valant quick draw shoot 'em, correct? One for each of you.
You are well informed, yet only one of my old friends sat in the hospital room that night.
What did Zach tell me back in the lobby?
Of course, I had no intention of shooting my mentor. I snuck into his room that night at the appointed time, and found there upon his bedside table 2 pistols. I took the pistol I had fired and placed it in my pocket. I see no problem with that statement. Only one pistol is visible in the photograph of the crime scene after all.
So you picked up that pistol and fired it?
Indeed I did. Halakazam! Halakazing! Halakaboom! Is the number of pistols really so important?
Yes.
Number of pistols is quite important, Your Honor.
Very well. Please add this detail to your testimony. What can I do but obey?
So you took the only pistol there and fired it?
That's correct.
And that pistol was this one, which was left at the scene of the crime.
Good show. I see you too are a magician of sorts.
And you're an idiot of sorts. Do you have any idea what you just said? What did he just say?
He just admitted that he shot the only pistol that was found at the
Yeah.
crime scene, which was confirmed to be the pistol that shot him in the forehead, which could only fire once.
Okay, that's what I thought. I see the fire in your eyes as you glare at the witness. So how about heating up this trial a bit? These slow ballads bore me. Got a hunch. Maybe that's all it is. Maybe I should ask about something else. No! No! On second thought, let's run with this testimony for a while longer. Inform the doctor and the police. I'll press this just for funsies. So you informed the police. What did you do then?
What do you suppose I did? I used my magic to levitate my mentor's corpse, perhaps?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking. Now please answer the question and skip the sarcasm.
After I made my report, I called the doctor and we returned to the room. While we waited for the police to arrive, we discussed stomach medicine.
You confirmed this with the doctor. It all checks out.
He praised Mr. Valent's knowledge of stomach medicine, in fact. Ah, it is an honor I didn't deserve, but I accept. Both of Magnify's students received the same letter, but admit to having gone to the hospital that night. 2 bullets were fired. One of them killed Magnify. Trying to find the cracks in his testimony. So I'm gonna just present the gun again at this point. Also, the audio's delayed. Let me fix that. Where'd the game go? All right, there you go. Sorry about that. Hopefully the audio's good now. All right, you ready? I'm like very confident this is it.
Yeah.
According to the defendant, Zach Gramery, when he entered the room, there were 2 pistols on that table. 2? One of those pistols he used to shoot the clown in the forehead. Then he left with it in his pocket. Of course, this is what he would say. Unlike the hapless clown, he wants to see where defendant has some brains in his head. Well, what about what Mr. Valant has told us? You see, there's something about his testimony that doesn't make sense. What might that be? I told you, I took the pistol that was there and shot the clown. That's your story, at least. But the rifling marks tell a very different story. Mr. Valant, recall what Prosecutor Gavin told us. He compared the bullet from the victim's skull with the bullet fired from this gun. Rifling marks on the bullets were a perfect match. Ugh. Mr. Valant, if you fired this pistol, then you shot the victim in the forehead! Order, order, order! You know what I really wish they did? I really wish they included tracks from all 3 games. Fine, it's fine! Sorry. Whoa,
It's
this is
okay.
all rather sudden.
I'm jamming. You just can't see it.
What have I done? But Prosecutor Gavin! I owe the court an apology. Sorry. So sorry for what? You see, I was unaware that 2 of these unique pistols were crafted. The analysis of the rifling marks only proved the type of gun that fired them. But that's not what you told us before. You said you'd verified the murder weapon. Which is why I'm apologizing to you now. Quite sincerely, might I add. Would you hold me accountable for a mistake made in my youth? That was just
Yes.
this morning. I'm still young. And, might I add, it wasn't really my fault. The defendant had only admitted he took 1 pistol from the scene of the crime. We would not be having this pleasant discussion right now. Valid Grabery. Yes, Your Honor. You were presented to this court as a decisive witness, but you've proven to be more divisive than decisive.
He looks like Hatsune Miku.
You'll see in time. The testimony so far has merely been a review of the facts. The proof comes next. Care to elaborate, Prosecutor Gavin? When Mr. Valant entered the hospital room, the victim had already been shot. As his next testimony will prove, Herr Wright, the real fight is about to begin. Bring it. Very well. The witness will now testify to the court. Help us determine who shot what. What a piece of shit of a discussion, honestly. Witness testimony, who shot what? You okay, Mika? You doing okay?
I'm watching.
Are you at least having fun watching?
Yes.
Oh, we got the Allegro. I arrived in the hospital room at the appointed time, which is to say 11:20 p.m. After discovering the body, I fulfilled my obligation, then called in the doctor. The doctor examined the body before the police arrived. He was quite clear about the time of death, 11:10 p.m. And the one in the room at the time was my partner, not me. I mean, it's whatever. Those times are rather close, you have to admit. You're talking about an alibi established over a matter of minutes. To use a 10-minute discrepancy as the basis of your alibi. It's easy to explain in this situation, Herr Judge. For example, take our debut hit single, 13 Years Hard Time for Love. Cue to the song, press the play button, and it will play for 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Do it 100 times, result is the same. The debut single was only 2 minutes and 15 seconds long? What a ripoff! Magic is a world. I love how this game is set in the future when it was released, and it's still spot on as hell. Magic is a world of utmost precision. Hocus pocus requires admirable focus. And the time of death determined by the doctor there is an incontrovertible truth. Very well, the prosecution warns us that we're dealing with rather precise times. And we can expect the cross-examination to require the same level of precision. I'd hope the defense refrains from customarily broad sweeping accusations. Lest we blur the focus this case so clearly demands. Point taken. Grace's remarks will result in the penalty. Carry on, Mr. Wright. Carry on? Right. Oh, are we doing the thing where if I press certain dialogue, I get a penalty? Come on, man. Cross-examination, you shot what? Dude, no.
I guess you will.
Alright, I'm trying to...
Logical.
Ooh, See, I'm thinking about this right now. This is taped off. But we know the cause of death was loss of blood from a bullet wound.
I think, okay, I'm trying to reason what what we should press first. And I think it'd be the time of death. Because what I don't understand is how the doctor was able to determine that.
Yeah, I'm very curious about that as well.
It's also very relevant, so I think that we wouldn't get penalized for it.
And that's the living tuner given 3 months.
This is all I may do, is cook silently.
Yeah, listen, you always cook, Pookie, don't worry. Have you examined the gun yet? You did not. Oh, let me look.
Let's put the gun to our head!
Please. No! Please! Oh, I can look at this. If you look closely, you can see how the pistol's made to bend here. It's a one-shot only model. I guess this bend is where you load it. So, this is the famous Grammary Golden Gun. They say kids used to love pretending they had one of these. I wonder if they pretended to miss their targets too. Honestly, this would be fire merch. Also, Intistar weapon of shine. I'm assuming I said that right.
Slay! Slay!
Just don't tell me to slay.
Listen, I have nothing else to do.
On a filming obligation, then called in the doctor. The doctor examined the body before the police arrived. It was quite clear about the time of death, 11:10. And the one in the room at the time was my partner, not me. I don't think I'm stepping out on a limb to say I have some doubts about this. How could the doctor be so precise with the time? We do usually only get estimated times of death, true. I'm not sure I've heard of a verified time of death. Sir, I verified him on Twitter. I mean, Blue Sky. Follow me on Blue Sky. What?
I just felt myself cringe a little bit.
Don't cringe. Stop. I just thought it would be funny. Magic revels in making the complex appear simple, but reality is the opposite. What appears complex in this case, it's a simple matter of subtraction. I see another person has done their I can't. I see another person has done their arithmetic homework. The point here is the IV the victim was taking. It's quite visible in the photograph of the scene. Okay, I'm not crazy. Recall what we heard earlier about the victim, Manifi Grammary schedule. Every night at 11, Manifi took an IV drip for 30 minutes. I can see the IV bag right there, yes. Now look a little closer. Follow the tube down from the bag to the end. Oh, the needle's been removed. Doubtlessly, it fell out when he was shot. That would seem to be the case. When the needle comes out, the IV no longer drips. Ah, you could just measure the remaining IV liquid. Precisely. The IV liquid functions, for our purposes, as an hourglass of sorts. This is how the doctor determined the time of death.
and the amount of remaining in the bag. It was determined that the IV had stopped 10 minutes after administration began. IV report. Approximately 10 minutes had passed since the IV began. Added to the court record. Sorry. Sorry.
No, I'm just thinking. I'm thinking.
That's okay. And so it was. When I, Valant, entered that room. 10 minutes had passed since that horrible crime was committed. And this is proof.
Well, Mr. Wright?
That seem important?
Yeah.
See, I'm thinking like, this does not look fallen out. I don't know.
It looks taped down.
Yeah,
I
it does look
think.
taped down, but you can also see that it's clearly it's like wrapped around it, so to speak. Like
It's more so when you have IVs on.
Yeah, you have to like bind it.
Yeah,
below,
you
right?
bind it, so it
Yeah.
doesn't make sense why like.
How does it fall
Oh,
off?
it fell off.
Yeah, it was
like,
binded to his arm. What?
I've been to the hospital enough to have an IV.
I've gotten my blood drawn enough times to know.
Oh, I'm just thinking of the time I had terrible like pain on fucking 5 days before Christmas, only for me to be told that there was nothing wrong with me after 22 hours of
So
pain
mean.
and being at the hospital and not eating because they were like, oh, you might have
I feel like I
surgery,
remember you
so don't
telling me
eat.
about this.
I called you during this.
You did. Poor thing. I missed my brain as soon as you said that. I was like, last Christmas, I gave you my cramps. Then the very next day, you took me to the hospital. Anyway, well, seeing how it is the biggest clue we have to the time of death, I'd say it's very important.
Agreed. It would be hard to imagine a more precise way to determine the time. Behold the power of arithmetic.
You know what's funnier about
Very
the hospital
well.
thing?
You going?
The fact that it took me 1 week to choose to, yeah, maybe I should go to the hospital after a week of being in pain.
That's crazy. That's why you gotta report things early. You don't want to let it get worse,
I
especially.
don't know it would be like bad.
Yeah, but like after like 2 days, like you should be like, feels.
I just thought I was
horrible.
sick. I just thought I was like really sick because I had chickenpox right before that.
Yeah, I suppose, but still, like it lasted that. I don't know. Anyway,
The witness will add this detail to his testimony.
sometimes the most magical thing of all is the truth. The water of the life springs not eternal. The remaining IV liquid proves my innocence. The one on the road at the time was not me. My partner but me. I feel like it's worth pressing this, yeah?
Yes. Absolutely.
Alright. Did you notice the IV yourself by any chance? When first I entered that room, the stench of gunpowder assailed me. Next, the mark of death upon my mentor's forehead. And then, his left arm did I spy. It rose, drooping, and wilted. Its thorn, a discarded IV needle. Knocked from the vein by the force of the shot. Luckily for you, that IV had not been there. Why, you might have been a suspect. Indubitably so. I love the
I
word
love that
indubitably.
word.
Indubitably. But I can't read it.
Thanks.
Anyway, did you say jinx?
Yeah, I said I love that word.
I owe you a fruit punch or something. Anyway,
Okay.
I might say it's thanks to my lucky color. Your lucky color? Indeed. Even today I wear it proudly upon my suspect self. For it always,
You're wearing yellow.
without fail, brings me luck. Why when Zack and Valant won their first Magician Grand Prix? Yes, the very one held by the Association of International Magicians. I was adorned in this attire then too. In our trophy, a bust. Ah, what a day that was.
Oh.
Ugh, there's one trip down memory lane no one needs.
Yeah.
My lucky color, yes. That IV too. I think 'twas hued, especially for me, Valant. Oh my god.
That does seem to be the
Valant,
case.
Are you colorblind?
Indeed.
Are you colorblind, Valant? It's okay if you are, but that's green and you're yellow.
Well, Mr. Wright, any thoughts on this testimony?
Alan sure looks happy with himself. Okay, how about this lucky color testimony? So yeah, that is green. Oh, but the bag is blue. So he saw the liquid inside of it somehow. Other people, some people are just like lurking on these streams. They're just totally fine.
Oh.
You see
Yeah,
what I'm
I
saying?
understand what you mean. The liquid is yellow because the bag is blue,
Yeah, so
it tints it green.
Oh my god, that's like color theory. Oh shit!
Yeah!
All right, let's go. It certainly sounds like your lucky colors brought you plenty of luck, but not this time. Mr. Valant, your lucky colors betrayed you.
I'm afraid you've lost me.
Your Honor, the witness's testimony just now clearly contradicts the evidence.
What? Please recall my warning at the beginning of this cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Racist accusations will be duly penalized. I do hope this latest accusation is well-based.
Don't worry, I've got all your bases right here.
Very well. Let's hear the defense's claim. Where is your evidence that contradicts what Mr. Valant has told us?
The crime scene tells all, Your Honor.
The photo of the crime scene.
All this talk of color has me yearning for black and white, clear-cut simplicity. Tell us, Herr Wright, just where's the contradiction in this photo? My pleasure. And I assure you, it's quite simple. But I can't promise anything in black and white.
You're
He's
so
so raw.
smart. He's so smart with his, like, what do you call them? It starts with an R.
His riz?
Not retaliation, but...
With his remarks?
It's a retort, I think.
Oh, yeah, his retorts. Yeah, you're right.
Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What in this photo contradicts the witness's testimony?
Valant Grammary, let's get one thing straight about your lucky color. It's yellow, yes.
Kind of takes the mystery out of it, but yes. Something wrong with yellow, Mr. Wright?
Yes, there is. Decisively wrong, in fact. Take another look at the photo of the crime scene.
What's this?
Confusion, doubt, tells us. What do your elderly eyes spy?
Even my elderly eyes can see a problem here, Mr. Valant. Look at that IV bag.
Ugh! What is this? What foul magic?
It would be hard to call that IV liquid yellow. And I'm afraid no magic was involved in the taking of this photograph.
Ah! Halakas, no!
The
Oh my
bunnies!
god.
The birds!
That's so cool.
Order, order, order. What does this mean?
This is some kind of mistake.
Yes, Prosecutor Gavin. Your witness's mistake.
Yeah. The greener they are, the harder they fall. I suppose there's no substitute for experience. Oh my god. Valant Grammary, as you reminded us several times, your lucky color is yellow, but the ivy is clearly not.
Well,
This contradiction can mean only one thing. And to think, you almost had me. I see your true colors now, Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright.
Something
He's at
you'd
the
like to
title
tell
of
us,
the first
Prosecutor Gavin?
game.
Oh my god, so true. That's like product placement. Come on, man.
As far as this court can tell, the witness's testimony does contradict the evidence.
Yes, a contradiction. One that I shall be pleased to hand right back to Mr. Wright. Oh my god, it's Gavin's stupid theme. How do you mean? How? Because the witness has made no mistakes. I agree at a glance. The IV liquid does appear a sort of greenish yellow. But I assure you, the liquid itself is quite yellow.
Yellow liquid? How can you say that? As far as I can tell from this photo, it's green.
Yes, but what color is the IV bag itself? The bag? You mean the plastic bag on the hook?
It looks like I want to say a light blue.
I love the apprehension in the judge whenever he looks at anything. He's like,
I think that's blue.
I know my colors.
I know
my
my colors.
Is red. Red.
I love the judge. He's so fun. Precisely. Figured it out yet? Put a yellow liquid in a blue bag and you get green. This, incidentally, is the liquid's true color.
I see. Your explanation does have the ring of truth to it.
Why do we put like a divide layer of green on that bag?
That's the easiest way to do it. As I
Blue.
thought. There's no substitute for experience, Prosecutor Gavin. What? You mean tell a good tale. But you've just proven something rather grave. For you, that is. Grave? The liquid in the IV is yellow, yes. But how did this witness know that? It's quite unnatural when you think about it. You did think about it, didn't you? Your Honor, the defense requests an explanation from the witness. At the scene of the crime, the IV liquid appears to be green. So let me ask, how did the witness know the IV liquid was actually yellow?
Halaka's nom.
OMG!
Order! Mr. Wright, you will explain this at once. The witness clearly knew the color of the IV liquid, so I'm sure it means something, but what?
I can think of only one possibility, Your Honor. The witness, Valant Gramery, has testified that the IV liquid was yellow because...
He knew the color.
From the facts before us, the answer is clear. Sorry, I was thinking about how he knew the color. Not that he knew the color. My brain went a little too far. The witness knew that the IV liquid was yellow. Why? Because he'd seen it before. Not inside the blue bag we see it in the photo, but in the tube. He saw the liquid by itself, in a clear, colorless bag. Oh, I mean, okay, that seems a little bit stupid, but okay.
I suppose he would have had to, but I'm not sure. I'm still not clear as to what this all means.
Ask yourself, why would he know if he didn't work at the hospital? That's where you'll find your meaning, Your Honor. I'm afraid I find nothing. What if he knew the IV's liquid's color? Either getting excited over absolutely nothing to our teeny bopper fans, yeah? The IV liquid is the only evidence proving the time of death. A 30-minute hourglass with 20 minutes worth of sand remaining. Your claim, Prosecutor Gavin.
I remember it well.
However, there's a critical difference between an hourglass and an IV bag.
Wait, I know. An hourglass uses sand, but an IV bag uses liquid.
It's okay, Judge.
Right.
As much as it pains me to say this, Your Honor, no. Unlike the sands through an hourglass, IV liquid enters the patient's body.
Stop! The music stopped just to tell him he's stupid.
At which point, like magic, it disappears. However, what if the amount of IV liquid had increased? You couldn't tell, could you? After all, there's no way of knowing how much went in. Let me get this straight, Herr Wright. You're saying the witness watered down the victim's IV bag? Not with water, but with IV liquid. That's how you knew the IV liquid was yellow. Now wait! I said wait! How might an amateur such as myself essay to perform such a task? I'm an amateur too, but I can pour water into a cup. I'm afraid there's quite a big difference between a cup and an IV bag. Quite. Can you prove our witness is capable of such a feat?
He has a point, amateurs. I, at least, would have some difficulty pouring the IV liquid into that bag.
I need to be an expert to see the look on the witness's face. He added liquids to that IV to throw off the time of death. I tire of these fairy tales lacking evidence.
Well, Mr. Wright, any solid evidence to bring us back down to Earth?
Valant Grammary, I'm afraid your magic won't serve you well in a life of crime.
Might I ask what you're strongly suggesting?
Magic relies on props. And props become evidence. Our witness was certainly able to increase the amount of IV liquid in the bag. All he had to do was work a little magic. And the prop was...
The syringe.
The victim's syringe!
It's the perfect prop for the magically increasing IV trick. And easily enough for an amateur to use. What kind of evidence is that? The syringe was clean, not a trace of liquid in it. And don't you find that odd, Prosecutor Gavin? What? The victim had the syringe to administer his insulin shots. There should have been traces of insulin left inside. Well, Valant Grammary, as you pointed out yourself, the IV liquid makes the perfect clock. Or one that you can manipulate at will.
Alakazog!
He does look like Hatsune Miku.
Little bit.
I do believe.
Hold on.
Sorry, go ahead.
This is what I think is gonna happen. We're gonna be like, we're so good, we're so good. And then fucking Javier is gonna be like, wait! Everyone stop everything!
Yeah,
And
this
that's how we
evidence is
get
gonna come in
fucked over.
somehow. The page is posing quite the problem. Anyway.
I do believe, well, with this being his first, that the burden of this trial has been a bit too much to bear for Prosecutor Gavin. I'm afraid that, while there is a doubt as to the amount of IV liquid in that bag, the time of death cannot be proven. And that brings our trial to a close for today.
Oh, maybe I can squeeze an extra day out of this. I can do a little much needed investigation work.
I see there are no objections. Court is adjourned.
Of course you know who it is, man. You don't gotta be all... Oh my god, stupid thing. Truly, there's no substitute for experience. Nothing blinds one to the truth so effectively. A word to the wise. Underestimate the young, then sweep your feet out from under you. In a way you never, ever expected. You see, I know exactly what you're thinking. What's he talking about? You say the witness used the syringe to manipulate the level of the IV liquid. But there's no proof. There's no proof he didn't do it either. Yes, quite true. Huh? He's admitting to it? Or is this witness quite as decisive as I'd hoped? This I admit. After all, why linger in the past when the future holds so much? It happened 20 minutes ago!
You have something in mind, Prosecutor Gavin.
Proof, Herr Judge. I have another way to prove my case. With evidence, no less.
What's this?
This is the victim Magnifique Grammary's diary. Diary? After going into the hospital, Magnifique began writing his memoirs, it seems. Story of his birth, startling debut, and of meeting his disciples. It seems he intended for the last chapter to end, quite appropriately with his death. Wait, that book doesn't say what the reason was, does it? The reason why his disciples couldn't refuse his last request? Sadly, it does not. What's important here is on the last page. Apparently, the victim wrote his journal that night, even after the IVF began at 11 p.m. Let's read it, shall we? Okay.
I'm not ready to see Phoenix freak out.
What, for him to crumble? It's okay, he'll be
How
fine.
legend falls.
How a legend falls, yes.
This does appear to have been written just before his death. The court accepts this into evidence.
Magnifique's diary, memoir of sorts, written up to just before he died.
Is this gonna be the kind of thing where Trucy is the one that helps him get proved guilty? Just like how Emma was set up?
That could be horrible. Oh my god. Add it to the
Which
court
is what
record.
is in that letter. The reason why, like, what I wrote in the the Ace Attorney thing, my Ace Attorney chat of conspiracy theories.
God, you're gonna have to fully explain this to me after stream for sure.
It's written there, but essentially just the idea that.
No, I mean like
what's
connecting it
inside-
to the stuff we've learned today.
Mm-mm-mm.
Read the very last part with particular care. The journal may end here, may go on, but not long. That depends on his hand. Of course, by his. Here first to our defendant, Zach Gramery.
That would make sense, yes. He was the first scheduled visitor after all.
Look at what he said before that. The journal may end here or may go on. It may go on. And if you Gramery intended to write again, that is, if Zach Gramery didn't pull the trigger. I see the defense understands the meaning of this. The victim's diary does not go on. It ends. Because Magnifi's life was brought to an end by the defendant, Zach Gramery.
Everyone's
I
servers
feel
aren't
like it's
working.
so
Rip.
obvious if you open your eyes a little.
Yeah, like there's
bit
literally
heavier.
tears, bro. Come on.
Order, order, order! Prosecutor Gavin, are you certain that Magnifi Gramery wrote this?
There's no mistaking his handwriting.
Well, this does seem to be significant. According to this, Magnifi did intend to continue his diary. Yet if his diary ended here, which plainly it did,
The one who pulled the trigger was the first visitor, Zach Gramery. Well, how do you like me now, Hair Right? Still too green for your tastes? Hmm?
He's right about the diary being pretty clear. Still, I find it hard to believe that he'd overlook such an obvious problem with this precious evidence.
well, Mr. Wright, the witness's testimony we heard was lacking.
So I want to look at the book real quick.
Look at the bat. I want to see the silk hat.
This is the last page. Diary ends here. Huh? What's this? Looks like a page was ripped out? Oh no, isn't that interesting?
Yay!
Oh my god, it's got the little seal on it. It's so cute.
So I wonder what the forged evidence is.
Oh, I feel like the audio is starting to delay again. What the heck is happening? Am I crazy? Where's the... There it is.
Alright. But put together with this evidence, it seems quite sufficient for a case.
The diary's accepted like this. The trial's over. Maybe it's time for me to show them something. I'm left with no choice but to show my own evidence.
What? You have some evidence that overturns this diary.
It's not too late to rethink this and avoid more embarrassment.
Very well, please show us your evidence, Mr. Wright.
Incidentally, don't even think of showing us this diary I've just shown the court.
My god, my brain.
Now that we've come this far, I hope you have something a little more decisive. Show us evidence that proves the victim continued writing his diary.
Alright. I'd be happy to. The decisive evidence proving that the diary didn't end with this page is... First, take a close look at this diary. Note that a page has been clearly ripped out.
What's this? I hadn't noticed that at all.
My god. That's why we're still here talking about this. As it just so happens, I have here what I believe to be the missing page.
Halaka, I don't believe it.
You ran out.
Looking at this page, it's hard to imagine that the first visitor that night shot Magnifi Gramery. That's the defense's position.
But wait, let me see that.
Do the tear marks match?
I don't think so.
What in Sam Hill? Why, this is the continuation of the victim's diary.
Standing as confident as ever. Oh, I'm actually curious. Does it really not match?
It doesn't look like it match. Is.
I think so.
It must be because of the bottom.
Oh, the bottom looks like it matches the most, if anything.
I guess I'm not remembering it well.
Because you can see it's like it's curving inwards.
Sorry. I
that's
don't
okay.
know why. That page looked really different in
It's
my
because
head.
This looks weird. Because it's like on an angle. It looks weirder. Anyway. Another torn edge of the page. It's a perfect match with the torn remains of the last page in Magnifi's diary.
Quite remarkable.
Do you care to explain what all this means, Herr Attorney? The diary continued after his first visitor came, which means that the victim was still alive after Zach Gramery left, leaving no one to take his life but the second visitor. Valant Gramery! Let's go, tell him the truth.
No, no! The handwriting, too, matches that on the other pages. This is, without a doubt, the genuine article.
Oh, the irony.
Everyone hold their breaths.
Order, order, order. But wait, that's impossible. A told man couldn't have written that.
Objection? Finally. You just couldn't resist. Could you, Herr Wright? Is this what? Presenting solid evidence? Herr Judge?
Yes, Prosecutor Gavin?
Might I request you put the current cross-examination on hold? The prosecution would like to call a new witness.
Prosecutor Gavin, this evidence overturns the current witnesses.
I ask only to be put on hold. Please. A new witness has a very, very important piece of testimony to give. 5 minutes. No more. Oh, I understand. I promise, Your Honor.
Well, if you put it that way, Mr. Wright, what's your take on this?
Well, Your Honor, judging from his enthusiasm, we'll have to hear this new testimony sooner or later anyway. So it might as well be sooner.
Then,
He's clueless,
this is
bro.
highly irregular. We will put this current cross-examination on hold. The witness may step down. Now, Prosecutor Gavin, please bring the surprise witness to the courtroom.
I had a bad feeling just then. That ripped out page was too obvious. He must have known. That's what I was thinking. He knows where this evidence came from. I should have known it was a bad sign. All around.
Holding trial with no audience is a first. Even for me, Prosecutor Gavin.
I beg the court's understanding. But I had to make a judiciary deal with the witness to secure his testimony. A judiciary deal? The details of his testimony may have some legal ramifications, shall we say. I thought it'd be best to contain the information to this room.
Very well, and you are the witness, I gather.
You want to take his voice?
No.
It's okay. Well, leave. See you guys. Thanks for hanging out, Intisar.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Are you enjoying it so far?
I'm just depressed. I don't want what's about to happen, you know?
I get it.
I don't want to witness it.
Yes, sir.
I need to get a good voice for him.
Oh, yes, sir.
He doesn't look that senile, okay? He's just old.
Oh, I'm senile.
Yes, sir.
Actually, he looks like a yes. Yes, sir.
I can just pick on the villager.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. I like the voice I came up with just now. I think it fits. like a
He just
raspy
looks
old
like a
man.
little old man. He's just tiny.
That's what I'm saying. That's like his voice is weak. That's what I'm going for. Anyway.
Make him cheery.
Oh, he doesn't look cheery.
It's okay.
State your name and occupation for the record.
My name's Drew Misham. I'm a painter. A painter? And you are somehow related to this case? No, well, not per se.
I have one simple question for this witness. Mr. Misham, was it? Do you know what this is?
Oh, yeah. I know it well.
How's that possible? Have you seen this diary page somewhere before?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I made it.
You... What? You made it?
Yes. You might call it one of my works.
The prosecutor's office received a tip-off yesterday. Illegal evidence has been prepared for the trial of Zach Gramery.
Illegal evidence?
I initiated an investigation and found this witness. A painter to the world at large. Drew Misham has another side, you might say. He's skilled in making perfect reproductions of certain things. Forgeries, in other words.
Forgeries?
Well, so we ought to understand that this page here is...
Fake. Prepared by a certain defense attorney.
It was all because Clavier doesn't Why are we blaming him?
I love how he had to say both of them. He said objection, now he's saying hold it. Take that! Anyway. Hold it! I didn't prepare this evidence!
Ah, the attorney speaks. Something about this page, I presume. What is he saying? It makes no sense. After all, it was you who presented this evidence to us, Phoenix Wright.
It's not his fault.
Witness! Mr. Misham, was it? Who requested this forgery? Who was your client? That... I don't know.
What?
Most of my clients prefer to remain anonymous, even to me. I make the items they want, receive my payment. That's the extent of my contract with them.
Contact. I was thinking of D-Killer for some reason. But, there's no proof this is a fake!
Don't hold up onto that. Bro, okay,
I think
I think it's the worst that he's like, what? Well, you don't know that. Like,
Yo,
you're
yo,
making
stop the
yourself
cat.
suspicious. Just accept that it's fake.
Come on, man.
It's a fake.
Huh?
To avoid just this sort of problem, I always put a special mark on my works. I can say, without a doubt, this is mine.
Internet shut off for a minute. Oh, I'm so sorry, Sebastian.
But it's not his fault.
Mr. Wright, you have just presented illegal evidence to this court. My court.
But it's not his fault.
It was careless of me. That's all I can say.
Oh boy. Here.
What's this?
I don't know. I just got over here in the hall. They told me to give it to the old boy in the blue suit. It's like here. They said it was really important.
It was all a trap. A fatal trap.
Mr. Wright,
Yes,
do you have an explanation for yourself?
if I did. Would the court hear it?
Probably not. Forging evidence is a serious crime, and presenting it in court is a serious mistake.
Why did Edgeworth not get penalized, but
A
we're
fatal
getting
mistake.
penalized for it?
For an attorney.
Fatal too. Perhaps for your client, I fear.
Guys,
Tell me, what kind of defendant relies on forged evidence?
Hold me, I'm so mad right now.
The answer's quite clear. A guilty one. Your Honor, wait! I understand that presenting forged evidence in court is a serious crime. But you cannot hold my client responsible for actions I undertook as an individual.
I am sorry, Mr. Wright.
Your Honor? Another close call, I dare say. The prosecutor's office hadn't received that hot tip. Everything would have gone the way you wanted it to, Ja. I even gave you a chance. Too bad you decided not to think before embarrassing yourself.
I see no need for further discussion of this matter. Special witness dismissed.
Why is Edriff able to get away with presenting forged evidence all those time, like all those years ago, because of Damon Gant, but not Phoenix Wright? I mean, I guess because it was proven that it was Damon Gant. who forged it.
He's the one that got pinned with the crime, so I guess he's fine.
Mr. Attorney,
Yes?
could I ask your name?
Phoenix Wright.
Mr. Wright, I've seen and studied many people, but none like you. I'll remember you, Mr. Wright.
Oh, that's why he goes out of his way to study Apollo.
Though I deeply regret having to declare a verdict in this way, this trial is over. You have the right to find a new attorney and make an appeal. However, this court must. Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Zack. There's one thing I wish to make clear. Today, in this courtroom, you cannot declare me guilty.
It is impossible. This guy's so full of shit.
I'm afraid the defendant is quite mistaken. I most certainly have the authority to declare a verdict on you.
Except, tell me, how do you plan on announcing your verdict when your defendant does not exist?
Doesn't exist. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about this.
I knew it! I knew he was gonna do this.
That shit! But Mr. Enigmar.
I don't. It just makes sense. It just makes sense.
Yeah,
I don't know. He
The
felt
confidence was too
confident.
freaky.
The defense escaped. Find him, quick!
Bailiff, close all exits from the building.
What the hell?
On the double. He must not be allowed to escape.
He's probably like.
That day, that courtroom, a miracle occurred. The defendant, Shadi Enigmar, aka Zach Gramery, did not just escape from court. He literally, unbelievably, vanished.
I love what this theme is playing.
Right
just
before the
for this.
bailiff's eyes. No one ever saw him again. Not since that day.
I can't believe. Imagine if Phoenix was set up just so he could do his best disappearing act. That's so fucked up. I don't think that's what it is, but like.
Here's the thing. Olga, right? I'm calling back to the first case for this. Olga, if I'm not mistaken, I feel like she alluded to the fact that she was put up to doing the crime. Was it her?
I don't know. I just remember that if I'm following my theory that it was Kristoff who forged the evidence and gave it, like, if you remember the first case, the guy with the pink cat was in cahoots with Kristoff. They knew of each other prior.
Yes, this is true.
So this can also mean that like they could have been in cahoots for this. I'm only hoping it's still
that
Kristoff,
is
'cause I hate him.
possible, but what I'm thinking, I don't know, because I feel like there's some motivation for Zach to be killed, like 7 years later. That's what I'm thinking. But I'm wondering who put Olga up to that, because it wasn't her, like, motivation. You know what I mean? She was planted there. Anyway, let's continue.
This is the Gramery miracle.
And now Phoenix Wright
verdict was
is
declared.
jobless. I'm gonna make your attorney badge disappear.
After all, the defendant didn't exist. That's how it happened. The trial of magician Zach Gramery vanished, along with him, for all of eternity.
Along with him and your attorney's badge, say?
The mysteries that remained behind were all solved, however. But not until 7 years later. To be continued.
How lovely. I am quite enjoying how like speedy this is, I guess.
Yeah, well, yeah. What the hell? Pff.
The Mason system.
All right.
Duh.
You ready to keep
I'm just
going?
assuming it has to do with like the introduction of
Yeah,
like
that's
the
what I'm
computer
thinking.
files and all that stuff.
Ready to
Are
keep
we going to play as a computer? Beep boop.
Beep boop. Beep.
Hello,
boop, beep,
I am
beep.
Trucy.
Beep boop beep beep. Anyway, you ready to keep going?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. That trial 7 years ago was the beginning of it all. This I know beyond a doubt. The mysteries of the past work their magic on the present. You'll soon be finding out all of this for yourself. I can't freaking speak. Which of Magnifique Gramery's disciples pulled that trigger? Where did the vanishing defendant Zach Gramery go? What dark truth lurks behind the forged diary page? And what about the girl who was left behind?
Hello. Freaky.
The past left us these 4 keys to unlocking the truth. That's not all. There are 4 keys in the present as well.
This feels like some weird Somnium Files thing of like, oh, you need to go to the past to find the future.
This is so freaky. And when
I love it.
And when all the questions have found their answers, the final trial will begin. But first, you must chase the truth through then and now.
It's like I said
Think
at
of
the
it.
very start. I am so happy that Ace Attorney has learned how to take a creepy approach, like a
Not creepy.
more suspenseful and
more suspenseful. Higher stakes.
there's a lot more terror in like watching all of
suppose.
this unfold than murder.
Think of it as a game.
Holy shit!
Aye, Phoenix Wright. Will be your guide through this game. That terrible trial saw me present forged evidence. It ended, half finished. The defendant vanished. What became of me after that? As your investigation proceeds, the answer will become clear. Oh, and one more thing. There's something I must tell you. As Apollo Justice hid his bracelet. Has his bracelet, oh my god. So too, do I have my own weapon of sorts. My Magatama.
It's back! I
It's
missed it! I was so I was talking about how much I missed his Magatama.
I
and
knew
it
it
looks
was
so
coming back.
pretty.
I knew it was coming back. I saw something in the track list.
Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so smart, guys. Hold me, kiss me. I'm going to cry. It feels like we have our own perceive. This is what it feels like. Like a fourth wall break of, oh, you can perceive things
Yeah.
by
yeah.
watching back the history.
All right. What does it do, you ask? That I would have you see for yourself. Well, now, shall we begin? Use L and R to jump between the past and the present. Well, let's begin 7 years ago. In the past. It is right after my last trial came to an abrupt end. Now that you know the game, let's play. So wrong.
Let's
for
go
that.
to the future first, guys.
Take me to the present. Bro, dude, imagine the 8-year-olds tweaking on their DS playing this game.
It probably didn't go like this. Or maybe it did. Who knows?
Oh, what do you mean didn't go as hard as this?
Like maybe the I don't know.
If I had a guess, instead of
It
it being
looked
side
different.
to side, it was probably up and down, switching between the two screens,
Yeah,
which would be hard as hell.
and then you can like press the like one of the buttons and it flips between the two of them.
All right. Oh my god, this is so cool. This is so cool. All right, you ready to start?
Yeah, I'm kind of envious. I'm not the one doing this.
I know. I'm sorry. Okay, which one do you want to start with? Do you want to start going from top to bottom?
I wanna sure.
All right.
All the like reverb sounds too. It's so cool.
The nightmare trial was over. The new nightmare of figuring out what had happened had just begun. I wanted to wake up, to walk away. But I figured I'm the only one who could do this. Probably. And besides, I had plenty of time. Thanks to the Bar Association Review Board's decision. Hard to work when your attorney's badge has been taken away. 7 years ago, detention center, visitor's room. I love it's the old detention center too. I appreciate that. What strange sight doth mine eyes behold? Excuse me? Two men on either side of a single transparent pane. Yet it seems fickle fate has switched sides, so to speak.
Oh, I love this theme. Sorry.
The forger of fakes walks freely, while the innocent languishes within these plexiglass confines.
There's been no proof that I forged anything.
No proof that I took the life of my dear mentor. Yet,
Why are we comparing murder to like
Forgery.
accidentally showing forgery?
Guys,
Like,
oopsie. Some girl gave me this shit and I was like, well, I mean, it fits. Might as well. Anyway.
yet, these chains cannot hold me for long. The stage awaits! And what, may I ask, awaits you?
A little piano and a cold little hole in the wall.
foreshadowing.
But since you are here, what shall we discuss?
The shooting of Magnifique Grammary, for one. Pulled that trigger. Valant or his partner Zach? His partner vanished before the answer could be found. If we want to get any closer to the truth, this is the place to start. Xeon, per usual. My guard keeps stealing glances in this direction. And scratching his head. Maybe our resident magician showed him a trick or two. We say it. Smile. You're on a candid camera. Let's go. I just had to say it. Old habits die hard. Maybe I should do a few tricks for the viewers at home.
What? What's with the fourth wall break? Hi, Phoenix. Right? Can you say hi to me? Say hi to me.
Oh, we have the utterance. All right, well, let's talk to him first. You ready?
Black.
I have to hand it to my partner. He knows how to make an exit. That's talent.
Yes, he made my attorney's badge disappear, and he never even touched it. Hey, look at that. You
Yeah.
Glory spotlight always leaving someone weeping in the shadows. Yet his very disappearance is in itself a revelation.
Or, oh yeah, it is a revelation. Revealing what?
Zach Grammary killed Magnifi. It's as good as a signed confession.
That's certainly been the public opinion's take on it.
I grow tired of my cage. The time of my release is near. I must go and prepare.
Planning on jumping back into the magic right away?
As long as an audience awaits with bated breath, there will be Valant. And also,
Yes?
now that my partner has disappeared, Magnifi's repertoire is mine. Valant Grammary is a tradition to uphold.
Is that true?
Seen in this light, the trial was quite good to me. Worth
We
to
should
know.
shoot him.
And you can't pay for that kind of publicity.
Oh my god.
Alright, let's blackmail him.
The suspicion on you hasn't lifted entirely, Valant. After all, you received one of those letters too. You were just as obligated to follow Magnifi's instructions as your partner.
So I was. But only Zach Grammary followed them. Let us not speak anymore of who shot what. Now that my partner has vanished, the question is moot.
I'm more interested in learning something else, actually.
What might that be?
I want to know what Magnifi had up his sleeve. How could he coerce you and your partner to kill him?
Trick up his sleeve.
Don't you know magicians don't share their tricks?
Perhaps you do not know.
No, what?
A great magician never reveals his secrets.
That's a hard line to pop a psyche lock on. Didn't think it would be that easy.
The audience must remain forever in the audience, bathing in the reflected glow of the spotlight.
Nagatama, one of my most prized possessions, which I got during a certain case. It can show me the locks on people's hearts. If I can unlock their hearts, they'll tell me their secrets. The Magatama starts it all. The Magatama ends it. Oh, they show the symbol.
Oh.
Oh my god, that's so neat. They show like the little thing in the top. And there's a little lock. That's so cool. Anyway. Oh, do I just engage with it to start it? Okay.
Give him the gun. I want to shoot him.
The suspicion on you hasn't lifted entirely, Valant. After all, is this all the same? Yeah, it's all the same.
I think you should present evidence, no? That'll give you more dialogue options so you understand more. Or maybe you gotta go through different areas through the past.
Yeah, that's what I was
So-
thinking. But I thought these were like, I guess they're not chronological. Okay. Do you have anything in mind that you want me to present?
The gun. I want to shoot him.
The gun.
The gun.
Mr. Valant, could you look at this for me, please?
Yes, I accept your challenge.
Well, challenge? Huh?
You want me to make it float, disappear, or shall I simply eat it?
Eat it.
I didn't come here to play games, Mr. Valant, or watch you do tricks.
I like how monotone you're making him because of how upset he is with his badge.
I just think he's just
being lost
like he's just been like hardened by time. And by the
alone. I feel like he's just like trying to keep himself together
yeah.
because he has nothing else to grab on hold to, so he better not lose himself as he's trying to.
So where should I go next?
I feel like Defendant Lobby number 2 would be right after the case ended.
Something like that, yeah. Let's see. 7 years ago, District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. Didn't think I'd be back here for a while. I didn't want to have to remember that day.
Though I deeply regret having to declare a verdict in this way, this trial is over. Ah, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Zack? There's one thing I wish to make clear. Today in this courtroom, you cannot declare me guilty. What are you talking about? I'm talking about this.
I do want to say it's funny that that was such like a Markiplier exit.
Mr. Enigmar! The defense escaped! Find him, quick!
Bailiff, close all the exits from the building. On the double, he must not be allowed to escape.
How do you pull a Dahlia Hawthorne like that?
That's crazy. I was thinking like Yanni Yogi.
It's always pink bitches.
Yanni Yogi real! I know you're talking about Dahlia, but Yanni Yogi is the first.
Yanni Yogi has pink. Dahlia has pink. April
Anyway.
May has pink.
Everyone got pink. When I came here on that fateful morning, I still had my badge. But now, like an amputated limb, I can still feel it itching. Where do I start? I don't even have the authority to investigate. I'm gonna guess this is Trucy.
I was thinking Maggie. I don't know why.
You can take Maggie.
No, I don't. I'm just pretending that it's Maggie. I highly doubt it is though.
Well, could you just read this piece?
Hey, you there, sir. That's gonna
Are
be
you
yeah!
kidding?
It's gonna be one of those.
Down on the hands, forward your head, now. I forgot what I gave him. I just know it sounded like annoying. What's the big idea? My ears. No authorized personnel aren't allowed in here. But that would mean all unauthorized personnel are allowed. Joink! I just say it like it is, sir. It's usually wrong. Thrown out of the precinct, lost my friends, my girl, and even my wallet. There's no way this man's pulling.
I believe it.
No way Hexagon Man is doing it. Okay.
I believe it. He's so... I don't know. I like him a lot.
I like Meekins too, but bro's not pulling.
He is pulling. In my heart of hearts, he's pulling.
My friend
Got
gave...
more bitches than you, Deputy.
That's crazy. My friend Cole
Get
gave
beaten by
Meekins the
a
Toad
hexagon.
voice. That's fair. Also, I love this theme. Especially when Hottie is not on the screen.
Women.
I can't believe there's like no women in this entire section. This is actually a travesty.
Yeah.
We've met before, haven't we? On a case 2 years ago? No recollection of that, sir. Huh? For me, working on a case is always in the present progressive tense, sir. There is no past. There's only now, sir.
Okay, hashtag Team Fry.
You're
I see you.
the bailiff, right? You mean hashtag team off the hook?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. Court bailiff Mike Meekins at your service, sir. I've asked to meet with the bailiff at this court who let the magician escape. Let me try to make this as absolutely clear as possible for you, sir. It was me, sir. But
Sorry,
you were a regular police officer once, right? Yeah, go ahead.
I hate RPG. 17 quadrillion locks up here. Oh, that just happened. To know the truth, you must break all 7 of my psyche locks.
Bro, all I gotta know is that you're lying. Shut your dumb ass up.
You must cross-examine the witness. Cross-examine your oomph.
Sometimes bad things happen to good people, sir. Something tells me it's a long story. Let's not go there. So, you were in charge of security at the time of the vanishing? I'm dying over here. Oh, it's a hard knock life, sir. Thrown out of the precinct, lost my friends, my girl, and even my wallet. Guess I wasn't the only victim. Oh my god, this is the first time we ever need to examine the courtroom lobby.
Is this exciting for you?
I guess the story is officially
sorry, that was a genuine
Grammy's last
question.
show. I mean, I think it's cool because we've never been able to do this before. We never had a reason to examine the courtroom lobby. He passed through that lobby door and vanished, but to where? He choreographed that entire fateful trial according to his grand scenario. Hate magicians.
It's like Trissy said, he pulled one of the best acts known to men.
Yeah. You know, I think this was the lobby I used for my very first case.
It is.
Plan to see me grow from a rookie to an ace, to a has-been. I hate you, plan. Just kidding.
Him talking out loud is so funny.
I actually took a nap on that couch once when I was still practicing law. Boy, was that a mistake.
Got hit
even
by a
sit
fire
on-
hydrant.
I never even sit on the lobby sofas now. Never let my clients sit on them either. It's bad luck. I must have seen that painting 1,000 times, but I never really looked at it until now. I guess my head was too stuck in the trials. Never had the time to stop and appreciate art. I have time now. Okay, let's appreciate. Actually, it's pretty lame.
I think it's really funny for him to say, I had never had time to appreciate art because he was in trials.
Yeah.
Only to go back to the fact that he was an art student.
Oh yeah, oh my god. The last time we met, you were a police officer, right? In fact, you're still wearing your uniform. Sir, I wish I didn't have to tell you this, but last year, tragedy struck a rising star at the precinct. I lost my case files 4 times in 3 days. They fired me. That takes real talent, actually. They don't know what they're missing. So here I am, sir, Forced to start from a square one. A lowly bailiff. Sorry, I need to go back to this line. They don't know what they're missing because his dumbass lost it so many times.
It's such a good line. Phoenix is so good at these things.
He's so like he's so like casually witty.
He's so casually good at being
Phoenix, right?
an asshole.
He's tongue in cheek. But your uniform. I took it with me as a souvenir the day I was fired. That can't be legal. So you were the one who let the magician get away that day. I'm dying over here. A star rises among the court bailiffs, full of hope. Then tragedy strikes. Is there anything you can tell me about it? About Zach Grammary's disappearance? Oh, the humanity!
The exclamation mark.
That's enough of that, please. Why, yes, I'd say it was around 2 p.m. when I heard a commotion in the court. I opened the door to see what might be amiss. The door slams open, slam, and some guy's face is right there in front of me. Face! So you saw someone suspicious coming your way? Yes, and I being a bailiff of little standing, I gave chase. I chased that silk cat all the way down the hall, sir. I have a diagram of the court building here. Aha! There's courtroom number 7. That's where I was, sir.
Aw, it's a little sad.
I know, it's so cute. His dot's got a hat on it. Because it's about hats. You got like the police hat and then you have the silk hat. All by myself. Nary a friend to call my own. Okay, and which way did Zach Grammy run after bursting through the courtroom door? Yeah, see? He went up like this and around the corner like that. So I, with no delay, right after him with no delay. When I turned the corner, I saw the magician run into the defendant lobby. Swiftly, I ran. Following him, I threw myself boldly into the room. Why, I remembered like it was right there. Because it was, lobby number 2, sir. You ran into this room? I don't see any place to hide in here. Believe it or not, sir, I didn't believe it. Here, in this courtroom. The magician, gone, vanished like a puff of smoke. Except there wasn't even any smoke. He was just gone. That's impossible. Yes, that word. Oh, how many times I've said that word. Even the sound of it causes me indescribable pain. I'm dying over here.
He's like a rondelay of the first,
Yeah, he's like a
rondelay.
squeakier rondelay, or like a noisier one, sorry. Oh, okay, I won't say it again, promise. But you have to admit, it's difficult to vanish into thin air. Did you search the lobby? I searched. Why the pause? There was nothing here at all, sir. That's right, nothing was here, sir. How can he talk so loud and still be hiding something? So Zach was in this room when he vanished. Absolutely, sir. I saw it with my own eyes. That red silk hat, that flowing cape. He ran right in here, right inside this room. Silk hat, cape. That's Zach, all right. But sir, look at the room. There's not a single place to hide. Sir, there was nothing I could do, but nothing, sir. What about now? Have any ideas? Sir, ideas about what exactly, sir? If you don't mind me asking. You've had quite a bit of time since then. Has nothing occurred to you at all? Do you have any idea what trick he might have used to disappear like that?
I have one.
Oh, 2 locks. Psyche locks. Should have known.
Can I just say, I don't know why I thought his magic trick was to go through the door, hide behind it while it's open. Neekins locks in and he just leaves.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah. I'm jamming.
I miss his theme so much. His theme is really good.
I'm the jamming ninja, cause watch me. I'm
Oh,
jamming.
I'm stupid. You hit the X button to present the Mangatama.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
I just thought you were gonna do it because you were gonna like look at everything because I don't think it's physically possible to like. I mean, you can always check the first question and go from there.
Yeah, I suppose. Let me see.
Let's check the first question.
That's a cute little animation.
Bum bum.
The disappearing trick.
Please, just give me one piece of dialogue. Ooh. I like the little jingle bells.
Yeah, I like it too. Okay, Mr. Meekins. What do you know? Spit it out. Hey! What's with this atmosphere here all of a sudden?
Mickey?
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Mickey! Oh my god.
You know something, and I'm gonna find out what. Zach Gremory vanished from this room. How'd he do it? How, sir? Well, sir, I can't say as sir. Why are you so nervous if you aren't hiding something? Well, sir, you see, at the time, sir, I was here and listen, it was impossible. What could such a little girl possibly do anyway? What did you just say?
Tristan!
Sir, did I just say something, sir?
Oh my god.
What?
What if Juicy helped him escape with Mr. Hat?
Yeah, I thought that was obvious.
Oh. No,
it's
that wasn't obvious.
No, it's okay. You've been spoiling
Oh.
banger after banger. I get one. It's okay.
I didn't How did you puzzle that?
I don't know, because they specifically describe his items and not him himself.
Oh, well, yeah, because he's running.
Well, yeah, but like, I was just thinking about like, it's just like a very grammar-y thing to do, you know?
Well, yeah, no, I get that. It's more so, it's like really funny to think that Trucy set it up. Like, God, Trucy, I can't believe you were accomplice of one of the best magic tricks when you were like, how old was she? You didn't get to check.
She'd be 8. True. I didn't read the previous line. I'll do that. She's 8. Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah, I know my math. No, you
wait, I
screamed
want to
it.
see everyone that's in there.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. You haven't done it yet. Oh my god, Apollo Justice, a greenhorn defense attorney I happen to meet. I call him Apollo. Christoph Gavin, incarcerated in Central Penitentiary for the murder of Shady Smith.
Boo!
Zach Gremory, Trucy's father. Oh no, he just flat out killed him. That's right. Zach
Yeah,
Gremory,
that's what I
Trucy's
mean.
father, defendant in a trial, vanished just before the verdict was announced. Trucy and Nigmar, Zach Gremory's daughter, already just as the part of a magician to the hilt. Valant Gremory, Zach's younger partner and understudy. The two of them on stage was a sight to see. Drew Misham, painter known for his illustrations, poisoned at Drew's studio. Magnifique Gremory, founder of Troupe Gremory and a great magician.
I love his mustache.
His
That's
nostril
so
stash.
much to him.
It's a really funny design. I like it. I like the hourglass on his chin too. Mentor to Zach and
That's so
Valant.
timely.
God. Mike Meekins, bailiff responsible for security at the trial where Zach Gremory vanished. All right, there you go. We got them all. All right, let's continue. There was someone else in the room, wasn't there? Sir, I'm gonna have to invoke my right to remain in a state of not talking. It's okay, Meekins. You don't have to tell me who Zach's accomplice was. I know who was here in that room that day. Sir, never seen that girl until just the other day. Mr. Meekins, I'm not buying it. Sir! Sir, that day! Are they am I crazy? Did they not break in the opposite order in the other two games? I might be crazy. It's fine.
I don't know. I don't think it matters too much.
I know
I think
it
they
doesn't.
just break.
All right. Sir, that day, she was here in the room, sir. But he wasn't. You mean you chased her into this room, not him? Sir, in my days as a police officer, literally days, I learned a thing or two.
Literally days. Okay.
Okay, just one thing. But it was how not to mistake a girl for a 7-foot tall magician. He's 7 feet. Oh, wow, 7 feet. Zach isn't that tall, is he? You have a point. I find it hard to imagine that anyone would mistake a little girl for Zach Gremory, but you saw something. And
therein lies the trick. I think you know what it was, Mr. Meekins. Tell me, does this trick look familiar?
Is it the shoot yourself trick?
It's the shoot yourself trick.
I don't think I have the evidence for this, let's be honest.
We definitely don't. Well, how do we acquire said evidence?
I don't have enough evidence right now to pull this off. Maybe it's time to do a little more legwork. We'll be seeing you, bench. That's out of here.
Please, anyone who's relevant, be at our law offices.
7 years ago.
Please, and please.
Right and
I'm
Co.
begging
Law offices.
anyone.
Oh, morning, Daddy.
Ah, I'm so glad you came.
You okay, Daddy? They're picking on you?
I'm fine, as always. This old boy here is to help me after all. That's young man to you. Good morning.
Good morning. Oh, Jinx!
That's a cute outfit you have on.
Thanks. My first show's today, after all.
So cute.
Fades to black.
2 weeks had passed since then. I called her into my office. Oh my god, this sprite is cute! Oh, this is so cute!
For her, she just lost her daddy, and that's all you're gonna say? She's cute.
But the sprite is cute
I'll
as
kill
shit!
her. She's so sad. I hope we get to see Trucy have the same sprite, but like with her older self, like I don't know, crying or some shit.
Yeah, I want to see that. Trucy, there's something we need to talk about. It's been 2 weeks since your father disappeared. We need to start thinking about your future. I did some calling around. This is hard to say, but you have no living relatives. So I was wondering if you wanted to stay with me for a while. Just until your daddy comes home. It won't be long. I hope. There's a delay on the audio again. I'm gonna lose my mind.
She poor her.
Of course, it's totally your choice. If you don't like it here, you can go wherever you'd like. I could look up some places you might like to stay at. This is so weird.
Mr. Attorney, Daddy told me about you. He said I could trust you.
Huh? Really?
So if I stay here, does that mean you'll be my family?
Huh? I guess so. Getting weirder.
Mr. Attorney.
Actually, why don't you call me Nick?
Oh.
Or you can call me Daddy if you'd like. It doesn't have to be today or anything.
Okay, say Daddy.
That was quick. Yes?
If I move here, I have to switch schools, right? I was thinking, I haven't paid for lunches at my last school for a year. So thanks, Daddy.
Ah.
Oh, and in this office, it's a little blah. A little color goes a long way, you know.
Ah.
Alright, Daddy. You got fired from work, right? Don't yell where you want, but I'll work twice as hard. I'll make it through this.
Trucy, how old are you?
Oh, I'm 8. But don't let appearances deceive you. I'm a young professional. Stick with me and you'll do just fine, Daddy.
Ah. Thanks. Why does it feel like she's already in charge? Let me hear about the Gatewater Hotel again. You can still see the hotel from the window here. Every time I look out, think back on those old cases. I wonder if the view looks different now that I'm not wearing my old badge. This is so adorable. I love baby Toasty! And thankfully, since she trusts us, hopefully there's not gonna be any Psyche Luck shenanigans that we're gonna have to worry about. I'll wait for Pookie Nation to come back. Sorry. I love this theme a lot. It's so cute and wholesome. But I'm really sorry about the whole like audio delaying thing because I keep seeing it happen. I'm like, capture card, stop! I need to check why that's happening. I'm gonna troubleshoot that issue at some point and fix it. It's very annoying. Muy annoying. I need to stop doing that. Like hit the button and then I see the sound's a little late and I'm like, frustrating, very frustrating.
Anyway, Pookie Nation will return after these messages.
I hope Vika isn't straining her voice too bad doing Trucy's voice. I know she's a little sicky, so I don't want her to strain herself too bad. Welcome back. You okay? Don't die on me! Someone give CPR! Uh-oh.
Okay, 2 things. 3 things?
4
Okay,
things?
thing number 1. Apparently, no one pays attention to when I tell them stuff. Number 2, number 2, they all want to go back to the hotel. Number 3, I have like 30 minutes.
30
less.
minutes?
They actually want to go now, but they gave me 30 minutes. But
30
I don't
minutes?
want to take all 30 minutes. So
Okay.
we can finish the dialogue here.
Like that, let's finish this side. We'll finish all our dialogue. We'll probably get some evidence, and then we'll pick up next time. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right.
Again, really mad. No one listens to me. This was like they're like, you didn't tell us, and I'm like, I've said it like 3 times this week. They're like, yeah, but you said you started at 3, and I'm like, okay, but I said when I finished. Maybe we didn't start at 3, but I tell you when we finished. I didn't tell you how long it was gonna be either. I gave you an exact end time. No one listened to.
Oh my god. Let's watch him after. We'll be doing Splatoonies on Sunday. I don't stream back to back, unfortunately, because I like my set.
It's also 7 p.m.
This is also true. But I know Splatfest is coming up, guys. I got you guys covered. Maybe.
I really take the fire of you, Daddy.
Thanks. She must have learned a lot of words from her parents. My mentor's here at Plant. Charlie. I guess watering Charlie is my only real job now. Wait! I have a child now! I can't feed Trucy like this! She probably needs more than the occasional watering too, I'm guessing. That'll do for today. Oh my god, that's so cute. Rachel's like, wait, I'm a dad! And I got no job! No!
Oh, that's so cute that he immediately took up on the role of dad.
An old movie poster hangs on the wall. I finally
Let's
found
be
out the
so-
title after not knowing it for the longest time.
Let's be so for real. I know that in his heart of hearts, he's been wanting to be a dad for so long.
True.
Like, he's always wanted a kid. You can just tell. He was so okay with it, even though he thought it was weird.
I actually rented the movie the other day. Cried my eyes out. Ah, just thinking about it makes me tear up. Wait, it's just allergies, really? Should show it to her when she's a little older. Wait, what was it called again?
Huh?
He forgot the
Like
name
he's
of the
considering everything for her already. Like, oh, in her future and her career, and I'm gonna take care of her and feed her
God.
and water her.
Quite the collection of law books. My mentor bought all of them. I used to be too busy to read them. Now that I have the time to read them, there's no need. But I can't just sell them. Maybe she still will want to read them someday.
Hmm?
Nah. She's a magician, not a, you know. My desk. Not that I have any reason to sit there anymore. I guess Tracy can use it. It's great for studying math, English, geography, magic. Ah, I'm not crying. I just got some dust in my eye.
Hmm?
He's like so heartbroken. He's like, my job.
He's on like extreme coping.
Well, he got broken
you
up
know,
with. By
you
the
know when
judge.
people get depressed and impulse buy a pet, this is the same thing. He's depressed and impulse adopted Tracy.
That's crazy.
So, Daddy, you got fired from being a lawyer, right?
You could at least kind of look aside or something when you say that. It's actually kind of hard for me, for Daddy.
Oh, I'm sorry, Daddy. Wait, is that foolish pride? My other daddy always used to talk about that.
Actually, that's pretty accurate.
So here's my idea. We'll make a new office. Our law just seems so stiff, doesn't it? And no one will be my friend at school that way.
Well, that won't do, I guess. I just don't know much about anything other than law. Even much about law, if you were to ask some people.
Maybe the problem is calling it an office. We should run an agency instead.
You mean like a talent agency? Oh my god. Forgive me for asking, but doesn't that require talent?
You got me, don't you? I'm a professional.
A professional?
Yup. After all, I'm directly descended from the famous Zach Gregory.
This is true. Directly descended. He's your father.
Oh! And I'm directly descended from the famous Phoenix Ray too.
I think an 8-year-old just massaged my ego.
That's so cute.
Could you tell me a bit more about your daddy? Or Zach Grammary?
Daddy? Just in Daddy.
Which daddy was that again?
Daddy's so amazing. The biggest star of Chip Gary. And they're big.
The Grammarys. They were on television a lot. I haven't seen them on much recently, come to think of it.
Screen share's broken, so I can't tell you what's saying on screen. But pretend like I know what I'm talking about. Oh yeah. Oh, it's still frozen.
Really? Oh my god.
Oh yeah. Hold on. Oh shit, everything's frozen. Oh, that's heat. Oh, that's fire.
It doesn't look like it's on my end this time.
Big magic happens when you put Zack and Valant Grammar together, you know. Once they made a giant waterfall right there on the stage. This giant trout story ran up to the giant waterfall. They don't swim, they ran.
Let me guess, there was a giant fisherman waiting for him at the top?
I wish I could see more of Daddy's magic.
I shouldn't have brought it up so soon.
I wonder what will happen to me with Daddy and Mommy both gone.
Mommy? Yeah, what about Mommy? I haven't heard anything about Tracy's mother.
I have magic and a great Daddy, even if he's unemployed. You know, I think things are gonna be okay.
I wonder if she'll talk about her mother. So, Tracy, you're a professional?
Yeah, it's like a thing that they say. Baby frogs grow up to be frogs?
They say that?
I thought it was funny though.
What was?
Are baby frogs called tadpoles?
She's got a point.
Maybe they thought it would be easier to understand that way for kids. How stupid.
Facts. Right. So, in conclusion, you're a professional magician, Tracy?
That's right. Well, you wanna see a trick?
You're going to do a magic trick?
Absolutely.
Actually, I would like to see your trick. The future of the agency depends on it, after all.
That's the spirit. Ready? Here it goes. Ta-da!
Oh my god.
Hurry, folks, Mr. Hut. I gotta say, it's been good to see you.
Oh my god, she's so cute. She's like not as good at it. You can see her arm moving him. Yeah! Whoa, that was startling.
The amazing Mr. Hut. Isn't he great? I've never heard Mr. Hut at your service.
You can see it's so cute. He certainly makes an impression.
He doesn't. I'm so glad you like him, Daddy. Don't let your team still get a bit heady at times. Get it? Heady!
My friendly neighborhood Mr. Hat nearly gave me a heart attack. You want to read this part?
No, it's okay.
The amazing Mr. Hat, Trucy's favorite trick, startlingly realistic, added to the court record. This is amazing.
All right, trauma dump.
Could you tell me about your mommy, if that's okay?
Mommy was so pretty.
Backs!
She was like an angel up on stage.
So she was a performer. On stage? You mean with your daddy?
Yep. He was always there, stacking Valant, smiling. But then she went away.
Went away?
It was a grand illusion, but she made a mistake. She vanished, and I guess she didn't know how to get back.
Maybe so.
I cried then, a lot. That's when Daddy gave me this. Here!
Hi, la miroir. That's totally her. I refuse to tell you that it's her.
Honestly,
It's her.
it's hard to refuse now. Shit.
We
This.
saw her so many times. How are you refusing
Well,
it
'cause
now?
I don't feel like we've gotten a clear picture up until now.
Yes, we have.
I don't know.
We've had multiple.
No, because I know you have the picture of her on stage, but like she's still fairly covered up. You know what I mean?
No.
Like I wasn't gonna say like it was impossible or I doubted you, but I wanted to see something a little bit more damning, and this is, you know.
She has Trucy's earrings, and she has La Miroir's little hair cuffs, which
Yeah, exactly.
Trucy
No,
has in her
I-
later design.
Yeah, but it's a lot easier to notice that here. You know what I mean?
Mm.
This is your mother? She's beautiful.
One woman at a time, Phoenix.
Her name's Tessa. Tessa with Grammy.
Thalassa. Poor girl.
Thassala. That's what I said.
Thalassa. I mean, that's how I break up this.
Thalassa?
I mean,
said
Thassala is
Thassala.
probably fine. That's just how I would say it. Anyway, I digress. Poor girl. I didn't know her mommy had gone missing. Oh, her daddy's vanished too. Right before her eyes.
Hey, Daddy, you won't.
Don't worry.
Hmm.
I won't vanish. I promise.
Hey, you can even do magic. Here, like a backup plan. Daddy always said to have a backup plan.
I guess all I rate as is a backup plan. Trucy's locket contains a photo of Trucy's mother, Thalassa. Thalassia. How did you say her name?
Thalassa.
Thalassa.
Wait,
Thalassa.
how the fuck? Thalassa, yeah.
Thalassa. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. I think that's probably enough for today. Sorry to ask you so much all at once like that.
It's okay. After all, your family. I just hope you're ready. The Right Talent Agency opens tomorrow.
What? But are we representing anyone?
Me and you, that makes two, Daddy.
I think you need more than that to make an agency. Besides, maybe a magician, but I'm no talent.
Oh, I'm sure there's something you're good at.
Well, when you put it that way.
You don't mean you don't have any tricks? No standbys? This will not do! A boy should have a trick or two in his pocket.
Okay, I'll think of something.
That's the spirit. See you bright and early tomorrow, Daddy. Yippee!
I like how he picks up her hat.
Yeah.
Welcome to the team, Daddy.
You can see her like kind of push her head up so you can grab it. The team. Right. Aw. Sometimes when oh sorry, this is like Future Phoenix. Sometimes when magicians vanish, they leave something behind. That's how Trucy became Trucy Wright, my daughter. To be honest, I was pretty lost those first few days. Thinking back on it, it was a pretty dark time in my life. But Trucy, happy, smiling Trucy, she was my light.
It's so. I'm having a weird time imagining like Phoenix just like depressed on the couch and Trucy coming up to him and ask like if they should play. Like play something like
It's
Play a game.
it's so cute. Or like it's more like you want to see one of my new tricks?
And him having a sigh and like fake smiling, like okay.
I thought he was fake smiling. He was probably just tired smiling. Like he I
Force a
don't,
smile. That's what I
yeah,
mean.
force a smile because he wasn't happy, not because it was like a bother. But I think we both understand that.
No, fake smiling because he wasn't happy. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't think he thought Trucy was annoying. I think he was just like
sorry.
sighing like, "This is all I have."
All right, you ready to save?
Yes.
All right. That is going to be it for today's stream. I honestly plan to finish this whole section today, but you know, circumstances are
Yeah,
circumstances.
dear Peter.
What?
Looks at you with evil intent.
It's not my fault. It's not your fault either, but it's not my fault.
No need to throw shade at me.
I'm not trying. Anyway,
Trucy's so cool. I wish I
True.
had
yeah,
a guy
8-year-old
who was a
Trissy
cool
is-
lawyer that adopted me and thought I was cool and then took me into his home.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I don't know why. Phoenix saying like this is weird. Like I don't know, he just feels so human. The writing for Phoenix is very human and I like it.
I agree.
I love it.
He's so awesome. The writing for this shit in general is just great. Anyway, that is going to be it for today's stream. If you guys did enjoy it, I politely ask you to drop a like down below. What the like buttons for.
I'm okay.
I hope you're okay. Mika will hopefully feel better by next week, and next week we will continue inside the Mason system to figure out all the secrets behind Mr. Wright's past. In the meantime,
That might be the last episode.
I don't think so. I think there will be more
I
after.
think so.
I think there'll be a lot more after.
Okay. Well, if it is, I've been having fun.
I've been having a lot of fun. If you guys enjoy Ace Attorney, drop a sub, because after apologizes, we're heading over to investigations so we can be Mr. Edgeworth.
I love Edgeworth.
I'm gonna have to hold that Edgeworth voice for like weeks on end. Oh my god.
And I'm gonna have to hold like multiple female characters that I don't want to do voices. And my wife.
And your wife. Anyway, I'm getting a little sidetracked. Pusher Mika in chat. Follow Mika on Blue Sky. Follow me on Blue Sky. I should probably explain. I've moved from Twitter to Blue Sky.
Because we hate AI and we hate.
I'm just
Stupid
I'm just kind of
man.
tired. I
hope he
want
goes
I want
bald.
an app that feels more enjoyable to use.
I hope he grows bald.
But
Is
yeah,
he
no.
bald?
What?
No.
He's not
he just looks
bald.
like he's bald.
He just has like annoying
A
looking
really
head.
receding hairline.
I
I hope
I'm
he
not gonna say
turns
you're
bald
wrong. Anyway, I'm done yapping. I'll be live on Sunday for Splatoony Woony. Next week will be Ace Attorney on Friday, even though there's Splatfest. I'll be shooting Splatfest next week, promise. But Ace Attorney's also being there. Anyway, I'm done taking up your time. Have a good rest of your night. If you're in the EU, go to fucking bed.
Wink, drippy, wink, blink,
Yeah.
blink.
I think Drippy's gone to bed, but Leah,
Please.
what are you doing awake? Anyway, I'm done talking.
Oh.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Now I'm going to make this title disappear. Ah, I'm such a magician.
Shut the
I'm so
fuck up.